And we are live.
All right. Welcome everybody to tonight's session of A World on Fire. Little changes here. Now we're streaming Sunday at a much earlier hour, but I'm positive that our wide fan base has followed us to our time slot shift.
Yes, all one viewers are currently watching.
Perfect.
That's me.
All right. Well, where we last left off, Rowan was dead. The party was trying to figure out how to communicate with her because she was a invisible ghost that destroyed everything that she touched.
Sorry.
And after following Shilk, who just decided to leave the ship for some reason, she was hanging out at night because she didn't exactly need to sleep. And she saw a flame moving through the forest off in the distance and followed it all the way to a obelisk in front of a cave entrance where Sarenrae, holy shit, I forgot her name for a second. I wanted to say Avandra, I was like, no, the other one, Sarenrae, that's it. Sarenrae talked to her and basically gave her the help she needed in order to stay on the material plane as a powerful spirit. And she took this flame that would link her to somebody, and took it back to the party, to which she became linked to Vanya.
That can't possibly go wrong.
Well,
It's
what's
fine,
funny
don't
about
worry.
that? Yeah,
I'm unlinked now.
literally, we set up this whole like, oh, you're linked to Vanya now, and then I didn't even realize that right at 17th level is you don't need to be linked to somebody anymore.
Amazing. Pretty great.
You were linked for all of 5 minutes, and now she's just her own ghost now.
It was basically like, okay, we gotta ground you to the fucking material plane. Okay, now you don't need that connection anymore. Okay,
No, for
great.
Yep,
flavor, just make it she has to be linked for 24 hours and then she can be on her own. Just for fun.
Yeah, sure, let's do that. That works.
Bold assumption that Vanya's ever going to let her out of her sight again anyway.
Yeah.
But I'm a ghost and I can fly through walls.
You can punch through walls.
This is an issue now. I've become worse. Son of a bitch. Because I can now just fly away.
Not for 24 hours.
Don't make me smite you to stay.
Send Watcher and his puppy dog guys after you. Oh no. Please. I already have PTSD of Watcher chasing me in the dark. Alright, it's okay.
What's it?
fucking-
Binding smite? I got you, Rowan. You're staying with us.
Let's not.
That'd be a hell of a homebrew. Binding smite.
All right. Well, so you guys did that whole ritual thing. So as everybody else gained the benefits of a long rest, and Shilk is still hanging out down below the ship. So I guess Shilk, are you doing anything?
Nope.
All right, cool. So what's the rest of the party doing?
Well, someone's gonna have to inform Shoke that we're gonna be on the move again.
I got it. I'll go to the edge of the ship.
Just like throw a pebble at him and tell him to get his ass up there.
No other me had it right, and I'll just yell, Shilk, we're ready to leave.
All right. I guess, Shilk, what's your passive perception?
Oh yeah, he wasn't right beneath the ship anymore, was he?
No, he
Oh.
left.
Oh, I moved
Oh.
back. in the morning, I moved back onto under
Oh,
the
you
ship.
did. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, you'd be walking up, and a couple minutes after you showed up is when you would hear Saga above you, yelling at you.
All right. Okay.
How how are you gonna?
I'll cast telekinesis on myself and float back up to the ship.
Okay.
I guess I could have lowered a rope. It's
I
fine.
also
That's
could have
7
flown down and picked them up and brought them up.
Too late. Shilk Magnetos his way up onto the ship.
Okay.
Fine, he'll get that spell slot back after a nap anyway. Some weird sorcery point bullshit and get it back.
So what's the plan?
I believe for the most part, we're gonna follow the direction in which he tells us in the death that he is required.
North.
Okay, north. Okay, good. We'll adjust our heading to north and head in that direction until Shook tells us a different direction.
All right. So you guys start heading north. Now you have some time of some travel distance here. What would the party like to do in these next few days?
That is a good question.
Apparently, absolutely nothing.
An excellent
Thing?
question.
At some point during these couple days, when I'm not staring out at the middle distance, I'd like to, if ever I find Axiom by himself, I guess up on, sitting in his chair, which is where I'm sure he'll be for most of the time, I would like to talk to him.
All right.
Yeah.
I will gladly invite people to occupy my mind while we're just going in a direction.
No matter what state of death they're in.
Listen, I'm like a 50-50 right now, okay? I'm like half and half creamer.
The best kind of creamer.
Do I make sound, Mike, when I'm like walking?
Well, I mean, you have a fly speed now.
I mean, true. I just if I'm not flying when I'm walking, do I make noise?
Yeah, you still you're
still
still stepping
corporate.
on the ground. You're making physical contact with the ground.
You're still somewhat corporeal, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why
okay.
would you not fly?
I mean, fair. She definitely does float everywhere and through all walls. It's great, but
It's like doors. Who needs doors?
I was just curious, just also for future reference. If I ask now, then I'll know for later. So yeah, I will float my way into that. This is even better. Now if doors get locked in front of me, I can just say, "What doors?"
Yeah, which also means if we need to cordon somebody off, you can just scout ahead and be like, okay, she locked the door.
Yeah. How big is this ship, anyways? From tip to tail.
I mean, I don't have the exact dimensions, but it's a pretty big ship. It's got I think it was 4 decks plus the helm. And then it kind of the decks get slightly shorter as it goes up. It's kind of almost like a pyramid kind of shape from the profile, but
Mhm.
on the bottom of the ship, it's pretty long. I want to say 160 feet long.
Yeah, if you want
Okay,
a
well,
reference.
as long as Vanya's not all the way in the back, I'm fine, and I can make it to here without being stopped.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's not really a
Because it's 150 for
right.
today.
It's more tall than wide.
So yeah, I'll float my way up to the helm, and just sort of like pop up next to you, like, hi, Axiom.
Hello. Any particular reason for the pop in?
I owe you an apology.
For
What happened back at Vasselheim?
it's all right. I don't hold any of your actions against you.
Thank you. I just wanted to make sure you knew that I didn't do it on purpose.
I had a feeling it was just desperation.
It really was. It was a
Also-
terrible plan. I don't know why we did that.
And to be fair, at the time I had the mind of a bird, so it's mostly a blur.
Fair, but are you okay with everything that happened? Are you fine?
I'm about all right. About as all right as one can be, knowing their hometown is being attacked by a dragon god.
Wait, what?
Oh, shortly after you showed up, I give you the cliff notes of the events that happened.
After I died.
Yeah. And it's like, so after you died, and Azario tried to attack the ship, we tried to be civil. We tried to have a conversation and help out, but no, she decided to openly attack us, so we had to defend ourselves, of course. And after that happened, Tiamat came in and decided to attack the city through a portal from hell, because why not?
You see her kind of like sit down on the floor and just like rub her temples, and she's just like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
To be fair, I think the Tiamat part was mostly our fault. Maybe that might just be coincidence.
From what you're telling me, she wouldn't have attacked had I not done what I did.
Like a lot of things probably wouldn't happen if we didn't do anything. That's real. If we didn't do anything, the whole world would still be somewhat, to a degree, fucked up.
If we didn't do anything, you'd probably still be in jail. So yeah, I guess you're right.
I'm at least grateful to not be in jail.
I have the smallest understanding now of how you felt, and it is not fun.
Yeah. Oh god. Hopefully us not being anywhere near that problem, somebody more capable. I'm gonna be completely honest, more capable than us, because as much as I believe in the tenets of like the community is more relying on the attributes of the community is better than going at it yourself. I don't think we're gonna make a dent in that problem.
That's fair. Yeah. Well, thanks for hearing me out. Again, I'm very sorry.
If you ever need a third party to vent to, I am 99% of the time going to be here. You have a captive audience if you need someone to vent to.
Thanks, Axiom. I'll leave you to it, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's good to have you somewhat alive.
She just
What
like
was that?
phases her hand, just like goes through his chair, and she's like, "Yeah, alive."
Hey, you take what you can get.
True, it is
This-
better than being a worm.
Here, now that I think about it, you had it worse than me.
I can make you one recommendation is don't die. It's not great.
If I died and something bad has truly happened, then
Yes.
Foreshadowing.
what was that you were saying before I cut you off?
Don't die. That's it. That's the end of the. That's it. There is nothing else after that. It's not don't die, but it's just don't die. If I can, at least not in the way I went out. If you're gonna die, do it peacefully. And don't make your god angry at you before you die.
At some point, Rowan just makes a self-help book of just don't make your god angry. Don't be like me.
Yeah. How to lose a god in 10 days.
I guess feel free to check on the others. Ooh.
Yeah, I need to go find Gesh. So
And if you ever want to pull some shenanigans, I could totally see scaring some goblins to be very funny.
oh my god, this is so true. And they're already terrified of me. I shouldn't find that funny, but it's just yeah,
Hey, sometimes you gotta make your own fun.
this is true. Oh, by the way, what's up with Shilk?
He picked up Zariel's sword, and now he requires death to happen, so we're just following his lead on that.
Okay.
This can only go well.
Sure. Yeah. I'm sure this will go great. Okay.
Some obvious air quotes when he says that.
I'm gonna go find Gesh now. And I fly through the ship looking for Gesh.
You could also I could just tell you where he is.
Nope, this is too fun, bye!
All right. Where are you?
Somewhere, I have no idea.
Pick a place, any place.
He's probably just like meditating in his room.
I like to think she's just poking her head into rooms and occasionally just hits the outside of the hole.
How many naked people is she gonna walk in on is the question.
We've been traveling together long enough, we've all seen each other naked.
This
Oh,
is true.
God.
And that, if I remember correctly, Gesh didn't care about being naked at one point in front of everybody, so...
I feel like that came up in the Abyss at some point, yes.
That
It did
came
on
up
the,
hell.
the exit after we made our way out. And Kato got the bike and took off.
I was
Yep.
in hell. Yeah.
Dang it, every time I guess hell, it's the Abyss, and every time I guess the Abyss,
Yeah,
it's
I know.
It's one of those
Very-
places.
I'm gonna get it right one day, just
Yeah.
wait and see.
Dark and
I ju-
Spooky place number 1, Dark and Spooky place number 2.
I just realized that Rowan is like basically Vision from
She
From
kinda is right
Basically.
now.
just walking through walls. And it's like I have an opinion on that. Ah, fuck, Vision.
It'd be like the door was open. You didn't have to go through the wall.
Do you regret giving her this power now?
I haven't regretted it yet.
It's
Okay,
fun.
the session's
Ben,
only started. So.
25
Exactly.
minutes.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
I-
25 minutes in.
I like how everyone's like, just give her time.
We know you too well.
Like, we've been playing D&D with you for how long now? We know.
I don't think locked doors were a particular problem for Rowan earlier anyway, so I mean...
Yeah.
She's a
Also
rogue. She was a rogue.
I mean, I was a baby rogue, but yes.
Yeah, but still.
Well, Rowan, you eventually find Gesh in his room of all places, and he is meditating.
I float down in front of him and also sit in a meditating position.
All right, are you being stealthy about it?
Yes,
All right, roll a stealth check.
because it's fun. Oh, I can take this off self now, finally. Thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess I can change my name from Ghost Rowan to just be Rowan.
Then I won't be able to tell which sheet is which.
Ah, some things never change. Well, one has a token and one doesn't, so...
Well, they
I
both have a token.
Oh no, they both have a token now. I need to get the picture from Joe for that token.
Oh, you have updated art.
No, I have Spooky Ghost Rowan.
No, look
That
in the
Joe did.
Discord chat.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well,
Yeah,
I
you'll see what
basically
Joe did.
did. Yeah, I basically did the same thing. I just put a white overlay over the whole token.
Oh, it looks identical for me. That's weird.
Well, in the sheet it doesn't change, but when you pull it out onto the map, it's all ghosty.
Okay.
We'll
Here.
see how it is this session. If we need to change it, we'll change it. Either way.
There, I
Yeah.
fixed it. It's Rowan 2 now.
Okay, that works. Yeah. So, Gesh, I'm fairly certain your passive perception is not that high.
I don't know what my passive perception is, so I'm gonna say probably not. My
It's,
regular perception is +0, so
Oh, then yes.
I'm going to assume
Yeah, your
it's at the
passive
base,
is
like
10.
15 or whatever.
It's 10. It's what 10 plus your bonus. So if your bonus is 0, then it's just 10.
Okay, then it's just 10.
Yep. So yeah, Rowan, you are now sitting in a like in the same kind of like cross-legged position that he is, directly in front of him, and he has not noticed you yet.
Just meditate until he stops and realizes I'm there.
Okay.
I'm not going to interrupt his meditation.
3 hours later.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a monk. I meditate. Or I was a monk.
3 hours later, Gesh, you finish your meditative trance, and you open your eyes to find that Ghost Rowan is just kind of sitting right in front of you.
Hello, Rowan.
She like pokes an eye open. She's like, "Oh, they're done. I guess
Yeah, sorry, I was concentrating.
it's okay." That's why I didn't say anything. I didn't want to interrupt. Besides, it's nice. Well, it wasn't exactly quiet, but it was nice.
It was quiet enough.
For
So,
you.
What can I do for you, Rowan?
I actually don't know. After I died, I learned why I went where I went, and it was not a fun place. I didn't just. I went somewhere you don't want to go when you die. And that's because I was sent there because Paylor let me go there. And I guess you're the closest connection that I can then have to him.
Well, maybe he just needs some time. Maybe he also wants you to think about things that have happened.
I know that, but you'd think he'd know I didn't do what I did on purpose. I didn't even know that was going to happen.
That's understandable.
I didn't ask her to show up. I didn't even call out to her.
Yes, but you did think of someone other than Paylor.
Just figured he had helped us out so much already that if I tried to ask him for help again, that he would say no. Just figure it out on our own. And so I was scared.
But do you think it would make him more angry if you ask someone else other than him? Even if he doesn't help us?
Well, he can't blame me if I got, if I had asked him for help and he said no, and then I asked somebody else. Would he have still gotten mad? God.
Possibly, but at least you can say that you asked him first.
I guess.
I'm sure he will come around in time.
I don't have a whole lot of time, Gesh. If I die like this, I can die, and never be found again.
Yes, but that's something we all have a risk of as well, so.
No, I mean my whole soul will literally vanish and be gone, gathered, and I will never be able to be put back together.
Well, then I guess you will have to be a lot more careful than usual. So maybe try not running off away from others this time.
I mean, I didn't run off anywhere when I died.
I know, but if you run off now, it poses a higher risk for you.
Well, obviously I'm not going to run away now. And it's also not like I ever ran away in dangerous situations before.
This is true.
Just angry. I know that part of this is my fault, but a part of this is also his fault, and he could have kept me from becoming like this.
Maybe that's why he's taken his time to not get back to you if you're still partially blaming him.
Well, he's blaming me, so now we're just stuck in an infinite loop.
Yes, but gods will be gods. They don't think quite like we do anymore. They have many more things on their mind.
I guess.
Like I said, probably just give him some time and do what you can to try what you think would make things right.
I don't know what would make things right. If I had actively done something, like I didn't even ask for her to show up there. She just showed up. How is that my fault?
I do not know.
He won't even talk to me. I don't even know if he can talk to me. I don't know.
I'm sure he
I don't
can.
know anything anymore.
And maybe just try and keep talking to him. Eventually, he should get back to you at some point.
I like how we talk about this as if it's like a missed call.
It's like eventually he'll pick up. He can't ignore you
Yeah.
forever.
As long as you leave a good enough voicemail.
Yeah.
The deity you're trying to reach is no longer available.
For the reason you fucked up.
Mm. Well,
Please don't try again.
yeah. Please hang up and never call again.
Please try again
Otherwise,
in
we'll call you.
300 days. Anyway.
Well, if I have any more, I say if, but there's a good chance I'll have more crises of faith, you know, being dead and all. So don't be surprised if you just like find me sitting in front of you while you're meditating again.
That is perfectly fine. You are always welcome to come chat with me. Crisis or not.
Let me know if you hear anything, I guess.
I shall.
Or if you think of things I should do. Although I guess that's probably counterintuitive to me making it up to him.
Quite possible.
Still don't understand why I have to make it up to him. I'm the one who died. Sorry, anyways. I'll leave you to it.
It is okay.
He just gets up and floats backwards and is like, I guess, floats through your door.
Alright. And where is Rowan going now?
Go fuck with the goblins.
Okay.
I knew it was only a matter of time.
Alright, we'll get to that in a second. Anyone else doing anything? Vanya, Amity, Saga, Shilk?
I was. Oh, I see Taylor sliding up. What I don't hear.
I also don't hear anything coming from Taylor.
Yeah, I hear it. Like I
What?
see the like little green circle, but
Yeah.
I wasn't saying anything.
no
Taylor,
Taylor.
not
Taylor.
Gosh, Kayla.
I'm sorry. My brain has melted. It's fucking hot.
Gross. Same.
It is hot. But I don't want to do something if you were going to do something first. Because I was waiting my turn.
I mean, whoever wants to go can go. If we have to wait. Yeah, see? She says
Okay,
go ahead.
okay.
Let her
I know,
fix her
but I feel
Discord.
bad and I feel spot. Okay, I'm gonna go find Shilk.
Okay. Shilk, where are you right now?
In Gesh's room, meditating.
Nice.
He rolled like a 40 on his stealth. He's just sitting in the corner.
I will need a stealth check from you, Shilk, in order to prove that you were there the entire time and nobody
Wait.
noticed. All right, yeah.
I just a
Bitch.
guess. I think that makes it.
I have a 20, so like I had a chance, but he rolled too high.
Yep.
I have a
Yeah.
20 in passive perception, so it was I could have happened.
All right.
Dang.
Saga, you look around for a while.
The whole time I'm yelling through the halls. Shilk! Shilk!
Yeah.
Every single room.
Yeah, you're yelling for Shilk, looking for him. As you come around the corner, About a half dozen screaming goblins go running past you.
I would come out hearing her call my name.
And then you see you see Shook's head pop out of Gesh's room. And so, like, yes? And that's when Gesh notices that Shook's been in his room.
Is that you? And I'll point at the goblins running away.
That's Rowan.
Oh. Okay.
You see Rowan just like zoom by chasing the goblins.
That looks like fun. You know, I have some more questions about this death that we're gonna go find. I was wondering if we could talk about it.
Do we need to speak in private?
It doesn't really matter.
Okay, we can go to my room.
Okay. I'm just imagining what if it's like, do we need to speak in private? No. Okay. Invites me into Cash's room.
I was wondered if that was going to happen.
Yeah. Because, well, I guess we go to Shulk's room.
Alright. The two of you go to Shook's room.
And find Vanya meditating. What?
Bold assumption Anya meditates.
That's why it would have been really weird.
You're not meditating, you're napping. I know the difference.
That would be Vanya, yes.
Man, I was letting Caleb Taylor go first because I didn't fully know what I want to say. It's fine.
What?
You okay there?
No, it's fine. It's okay. This is why I don't work on days we play. It's fine. It's okay. Okay. I also had a lot of coffee, and I don't usually drink coffee. Anyway. Yeah, so did you tell us more about who and why we're killing again?
Nope.
What would you care to?
If I knew, I would tell you.
Oh. You don't find that questionable about how you're just like, hey, I need a death kill.
Death kill.
Sorry.
Oh.
I just think it
It's definitely strange. Yes.
yeah. Because if we're just gonna go kill some rando for whatever reason that apparently you just said you don't know, then what if it's not a good reason?
What would be a bad reason?
Well, what if they're not someone that, I don't know, what if they're like a super good person or something?
I don't think I would be told to go kill a super good person.
That's fair, but do you know who told you?
No.
Well,
Just very compelling.
okay. These are not red flags.
What's that?
Bad signs?
Oh. Ill omens.
Yes.
A little bit.
Okay. I'm just, I guess, worried.
I mean, we should at least go find out.
I agree. But if it's a compel, is it like a super compel?
Yep.
So like a no matter what?
Well, I'm still within control of myself.
Okay. That was my question. Cool. Because I got especially worried when you kind of like just like
Jumped off the ship.
yeah.
Yeah. It was for dramatic effect.
Okay.
I figured it was something Rowan would
Just-
do. I wanted to try it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Rowan is the only person that I've seen actually like leave. Like when I first came across all of you, and she was just like not there, and I was like, "Who?" And everybody else knew, but I didn't know who this was. But so I just wasn't sure if like, hey, maybe all of them actually do it, but they've been hiding it or just not.
It's been a conspiracy the whole time.
I don't know, man.
Secretly, we all
But
just
cool,
taught Rowan
okay.
to do it on our
Maybe
behalf.
next time, still, instead of just jumping off the ship, you try to talk to someone. Cool,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Awesome. I'm gonna go make food for goblins. You want anything?
Yes.
Okay.
Surprise me.
Okay. And I'll leave. Now I'm gonna go around the ship and ask everybody what they want. And then probably make none of it. Aside from
Alright,
what we have.
sure. Saga goes running around taking down orders. Vanya, Amity, you two doing anything?
I'm putting Greater Restoration in my spell storing ring.
Nice.
And I guess she's reading, because she's not going to be doing anything else.
Okay.
I
And
like to wander around the ship and just pocket random things. Just, if anything looks interesting, that
pocket
maybe didn't,
random thing.
that anything that looks interesting that was not interesting to me before I picked up the flaw of I keep whatever I find.
Oh, okay.
Just like to go wander the ship and see, it's probably going to be some random ass shit like screws and shit, but
Yeah, you
just
find
like
a lot
in
of
the hallways doing
yeah,
this.
sure. You find like some like loose wires and like some scrap metal that got blown off of a wall and just
All
a bunch
going
of
in the bag of holding.
okay, yeah, just a bunch of random shit
Yep.
around the ship. Every
Doesn't.
once in a while, you'll see like a screaming goblin run by, and you just kind of like, huh, well, whatever.
Yeah. And she just does that for a while. Just nervous energy, walking around picking shit up.
Sure. All right. So, you all do those things for that day.
Oh, no.
I'm doing this every day.
All right, cool. Vanya's just kind of walking around the ship. Oh, sounds good. Anything else anyone would like to do during the travel, or is this pretty much it?
I just remembered another thing.
Okay.
I find Gesh.
Okay. Probably meditating in this room again.
I'm not as kind as Rowan because I can't float through walls, so I knock on the door and I go, Gesh!
Is Gesh in this room?
He said AFK a moment.
Oh,
shoot.
yeah, that's right.
Fine, I'll find Shulk first again instead.
Okay. You find Shulk. Where is Shulk right now?
In my room.
All right.
Hooray,
find
I
Shulk
knock
in
on
the
the door and I say Shulk.
The door is open.
I open door. Weren't we learning Primordial or are we teaching you Primordial?
Yeah.
Did you want to keep learning? I'm bored.
Okay.
To the kitchen, because recipes are easy.
All right. Cool.
And I mean, I was gonna ask Gesh to help, but I forgot that he was AFK. So I guess I'm teaching by myself. This can only go great.
Yep.
I believe in you.
I guess yeah, just make a general. You know what? I'll give you advantage on this intelligence check because it's a subject you know very well, cooking, and so you're trying to use your
It's
cooking
also a
knowledge.
student that you know very well now.
That too. You're trying to use cooking knowledge to try and teach someone a language, which
Cool.
applied science is always better.
Yeah. Okay. Just intelligence.
Yep, at advantage.
Add advantage. Click the advantage button. Did it go through? It won't
Yep.
There it is.
11.
Oh, good
Alright.
thing you rolled an advantage.
Nice.
It would have been negative. Anyway, it's fine.
All right. Yeah. You're
Oh my God,
yeah,
it would've been negative. That's hilarious.
it's a little all over the place, but luckily Shulk is a very patient student. And so yeah, you successfully teach him certain terms while you are cooking. And also Gesh is there.
That's it.
Okay.
Thank you for teaching me.
It's definitely not me. Just trying to make sure that you're normal. Thumbs up. But also, we were
Trying to
doing
make
this
sure
before.
that I'm normal.
Well, that you're you. I don't know. Compel's a scary thing, okay?
Are you concerned about me?
Yes.
Gesh, are you concerned about me?
Never know. Because he's still AFK.
Yep.
Oh.
He said Gesh would help,
Oh, I
but
see.
still
But I'm
AFK.
still AFK. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I see.
I mean, I think you could assume that Gesh would also be mildly concerned.
Probably. I'm fine.
Cool. Same
But
time,
thank
same
you.
place tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. Anything else that Rowan or Amity is doing?
You actually want to go find Rowan near like the end of the second day.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
gonna do the same thing, so I'll just go with Sonya.
Okay.
I knew it.
You can't escape us forever.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So, as Rowan continues to fuck with the goblins, Vanya and Amity unite on their front to go talk to Rowan. And it's a little hard to pin her down because she can go through walls, but
I mean, I'm not avoiding them, but I mean,
exactly, yeah.
it's more that just like I'm chasing the goblins around and like messing with them, so it's just trying to pinpoint where I am at any given time, which is normally
Exactly.
just follow the screaming.
Exactly. And so you guys eventually get a chance to talk to her.
I sort of leave the goblins as they go off, afraid, still wondering how they haven't figured it out yet that it's just me. And that they're the only ones concerned, and that it's really not a big deal.
Well, see, that's the thing. They're scared because it's you.
Oh, this is true.
Oh god, she's come back from the grave! Run!
So I just like kind of pull up, and I'm just like, oh, do you need something?
Yeah. There's not a good way to
Wait,
ask this.
1 second, real quick, before I forget, because this is like the 3rd time it's come to my mind, and I constantly keep forgetting to ask Mike. When I when I came back, did my knitting needles come back with me?
Yes.
So they just like clattered on the ground since I technically cannot hold things?
Well, that's the thing. They're like ghost needles.
Ooh, so I can hold. Okay, sick. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead,
The-
Kayla. Sorry, I just kept forgetting.
The same way that Rowan isn't like straight up naked as a ghost. The
No,
needles
I guess
are
yeah,
also
fair.
ghost versions of whatever needles you would have had.
Okay, what am I wearing, by the way? Do I just have like ghost versions of the clothes I used to wear, or am I just wearing like? Oh, okay.
Yeah, just your normal monk shit, but now it's
Okay.
ghost version.
Gotcha. Cool, and it doesn't do anything. Cool. All right,
Yeah.
gotcha. Tiamak, I'm sorry. I'll get them back one day. Anyways, continue, Kayla. Sorry.
Nope, you're good. There's not a good way to say this, so I'm just gonna say it because I'm not good at this. She does like the points to herself and points back, like the talking sort of gesture. The feelings. But I just wanted to say that I was sorry.
For what?
We shouldn't have left your body behind. When Ambient and I first got to the city, we should have found a way to bring it with us, found a way to keep it safe. We should have done something more.
I also should have had a better plan.
We should have had a much better plan.
So you weren't dead in the first place.
But stemming from our terrible plan, we should have done something. We shouldn't have just left it there for somebody else to take. And I'm sorry.
I mean,
And like, what exactly happened?
Yeah, that too.
After I died, or before I died?
Like the events leading up to.
Like a little bit of both, if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Do we want to talk about this in the middle of the hallway, or do you want to go to the fort? If the fort's even still there.
The fort's
The fort is
here.
always there.
Has Shilk just been standing behind us the whole time?
Vanya would know that the fort is always here.
What fort are we on now? Is this 3, 4?
It's still 3. It's always there.
It's
Yeah,
3.
it's
Okay.
still 3. I don't think we've
Airport 3.
think we've lost Airport 3 yet.
All right, cool. And she just goes like, "See you there," and flies through the wall.
I didn't think.
It always scares me she can do that.
I didn't think she could get more annoying with the running off, and then I'm trying not to be annoyed because it's nice having her back. Ugh, it's still annoying.
Yeah, I'm within the confines of the ship.
For now. Follow her to Airport.
Make her way.
I'll take the stairs to get to Airport 3.
Slow, not through the walls way.
Take the scenic route.
Pick up some more scrap on my way.
Emily's just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah, I noticed her picking up random scraps, and I'm like, huh?
She's not been
I
subtle
don't
about
say
it.
anything.
She's not been subtle about it the last 2 days. She's not trying to hide it. She's just doing it.
Wait, are you like making something?
No? Why?
I'm just wondering. You've been collecting.
I just think it looks cool.
Oh, okay.
And it keeps me busy. And
Yeah, no judgment here. I'm just saying. Just wondering.
You'd have an intervention for Vanya's hoarding.
I got a bag of holding. I got space for days.
This is true.
No.
It's okay. We're never allowed to shake that thing out anyway, so...
I'm trying to do a world-ending ball and also random scraps.
No, yeah, can you imagine? She's just like, oh shit, where did I put it? No, that's a ball of lint. No, that's just some dust. Oh no, this is just a shard of metal. Oh, there it is, Orb of Annihilation. Like,
Yeah, the orb's tucked in between a pile of scrap metal and 350 arrows.
what a bag.
What a bag.
Really getting some good use out of that bag of holding. Oh, Jesus. What's even in the other bag of holding? Nothing?
We have another bag of holding?
I thought we had
No.
2, didn't we?
No, forever ago, didn't we? With
Oh.
Ramona.
I thought we
Then why
took
didn't-
hers, didn't we?
Then why wouldn't we have taken it?
I thought we
Oh,
took
well,
hers.
We lost it eventually. Because that was how I was.
Huh.
What did I do? Oh,
Wow, I
it got filled with
legitimately
water
cannot-
at some point.
Yeah, and then I remember you expelled all the water out of it.
I made
Huh.
trenches.
Yeah, you made trenches.
Someone probably has it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, I totally thought we
No,
had
I
2.
totally remember us actually losing it though at some point. Like we no longer had it.
Wow, I wonder what we did. I
I
legitimately
don't
can't remember. Alright, moving on.
It
Go
might
back
have been,
to
but
tapes.
it could have been between Ramona and the mountain with the dragons.
No, because
No, I'm pretty sure we had it after that.
yeah, because we had it for a little bit. 'Cause that's how we ended up with her sketchbook.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have no clue where it got
I
lost.
legitimately do not know what. I totally thought we had 2 bags holding.
No memory of it whatsoever.
Mm.
So we get to Airfort 2. Or Airfort 3.
3.
Airfort 2 is in a pile of rubble outside Vasselheim.
Yep.
Yep, you're there.
Mhm.
Nice fort. Is it still in Shilk's room?
Okay,
It's always been in Vanya's room.
It's
Oh,
always
it's
been
in
in
Vanya's
Vanya's.
room. Okay.
Yeah.
always been in Vanya's room, but Vanya also just operates under the assumption that Shilk is probably there at any given moment. She doesn't look for him, but assumes he is maybe there.
That's also why Gesh was meditating, because he goes back to his room every time the pillow's missing.
No, I think we deliberately did
No, we
not.
gave him a pillow.
We deliberately left at least one pillow for Gesh.
But it
Yep.
still keeps getting taken.
Funny.
So we're in the
Yes,
fort.
yeah. Rowan's
He
already
keep-
there when you guys get there.
Let's sit down, get cozy.
Yep.
Put Watcher on my lap.
Pet watcher.
Just gives him a look and you're just like, huh? And he's just like, that little shit fucking chasing me in my goddamn flame.
You could have been bound to watch her. It would have been hilarious.
Oh my
It would have been
God.
incredible. What are you talking about?
That would have been absolutely
Oh my
awful.
God.
But then 2 things would have happened when Watcher dies. We'd meet his mom, and then I'd have to rebind myself to something. But, you know.
And
Here
then
we
you
are.
rebind yourself to his mom.
His mom! Oh god. That'd be
Wonderful.
hilarious. Oh my lord. What could have been?
Anyway.
So, where do you want... What do you want to start with?
From when we got separated.
From where it all went wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think it from where it went wrong and we didn't know what happened. Because I think we
Yes.
can all it went wrong far before that.
I mean,
But-
it went wrong before. Yeah, yes, it's been going wrong for us for a long time. Well, so I ran ahead to try and make a distraction so that you guys could at least get out, because I figured if anybody had the best chance of, you know, running away, it was probably me. There was just a lot more than I thought. And so I was just trying to threaten them, and I don't know why. I mean, I guess I kind of know why I did it, but also in the moment, I don't know why I chose to threaten them with, you know, the Spider Queen. But that's what happened. I didn't ask for her to come. I didn't call out to her or anything. I just, I just threatened them with the idea of her. And then I don't remember anything. I just... Next thing I knew, everything was just dark.
We saw her take over you. It was like you were part you and part her.
It was pretty spooky.
It was very spooky. And then that's how Zariel got involved. She tried to fight you. Was successful, because that's how you
I think
died.
I remember that after I between between everything going dark and then all of a sudden I was just up in the air being strangled by someone I did not know and then falling and then I died.
For some reason, we couldn't bring you back. We got to your body fast enough. We saw it happen, but
Well, from
we tried.
what I gathered while I was where I went, nobody, my soul was just not tethered here by anything anymore. Nobody, not Loth, not Palor, not anyone had a hold on it, and so I just left. And then the next thing I knew, I was on a barge in a pile of worms, and I was a worm, and that was not great.
Doesn't sound great.
No.
Not at all.
And then there was a marina loss, and then that's when I realized I was dead, and they explained to me that how I got there was because nobody, was, anyways. So then we eventually pulled up to shore, to a dock, and these really awful... I don't even want to... Anyways, I managed to not get eaten or shoved into a bag or anything, and was dragged for I don't even know how long to... What was it again, Mike? It was like a castle. Was it a castle? I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it was like a castle, like a
Yeah.
palace.
Yeah. And then I was dragged in front of someone the last person I ever expected to see. She pulls out her two little knitting needles and she's sort of like twisting them in her hands. The new Lord of the... What did he tell me he was? Lord of the Grey Wastes or something like that. I don't know. It was very over the top. But it was...
Yeah, the Grey Wastes of the underworld, also known as Hades.
Yeah. It was Amu. That's where his dad sent him the last time we saw him.
Anybody just like looks down at her hands and kind of just puts her hands, like, head in her hands. She's like, shh. What do we do about that? Can we do anything about that?
We don't need to do anything about that. I mean, he's there and he just... That's his place now. And
Who was there before? Who did he take it from?
I don't think we actually had that conversation. I don't even know if anybody...
You did, actually.
Did we?
Yeah.
Who was it?
There was another god of death that he doesn't remember the name of.
Oh,
that
right, because
was-
the homie was so old that.
Well, and also that the Raven Queen killed that god and took his place, but she's stuck in the Shadowfell, and so that leaves Hades up for the taking.
Reiterate exactly what Mike just said.
Yeah.
And
To save time.
And we know that we already knew that she was trapped in the Shadowfell, right?
That's
We knew
correct.
Because we were
prior
there.
conversations.
Yeah, I mean, we were there
Yeah.
with her asshole compadres.
Rude but fair.
Am I wrong?
No. It's just dumb. A whole new kind of dumb. Vanya's just like pinching the bridge of her nose very hard. I suppose it would have just been too easy to hope that he was actually gone, huh?
Just like gone for good? Yeah.
Okay,
Or at least-
so I'm promised I am still me, and even though I'm this ghost version of me, I am me.
Squints.
But don't, take this the wrong way. He's not that bad. I mean, he's bad, but he's not that bad.
Is there a way? Did he tell you a way to get you back?
I mean, he's the one who sent me back.
Yeah, but I mean, like, back in like a physical body.
Well, I mean, I had options essentially when he sent me back. I could either be sent back into an empty vessel, which could have been me, or could have been any empty vessel, or sent back like, this, and then, be able to take my body back. So he was able to send me back to something that I was attached to, which was you guys. And then I essentially had to go with the trade-off of either I go back to you guys and you have my body or you don't, or I go back to my body or not my body and you guys might not even have my body, and I just went with the former. It seemed safer at the time.
Considering how we were greeted at Vasselheim just holding your dead body, I'm going to assume that if you suddenly woke up in your body in Vasselheim, you would just be dead again. So
It wouldn't have been good, no.
Is that where do you guys know where my body is?
Somewhere.
At least we did.
In Vasselheim.
Last time we pinged it.
Last time we checked, we knew where it was.
Somewhere in there, but not. We tried to find it. The range. It's a big city, and there's a very big, very
Yes,
angry five-headed dragon.
I heard about Tiamat. That's unfortunate, and I'm really sorry.
They probably have your body.
I don't think that's your fault. I think a lot of people are at fault with that one. It's not just one person. I don't even think it's just our fault. From what I can tell, the others tried to negotiate, and she said no.
Isn't it like a string? I guess you could say my action was a catalyst for a series of extremely unfortunate events.
Well, okay. So, say she didn't fight you, but she was still on the battlefield leading the army, and we continued forward with the ship. Who's to say she wouldn't have still appeared on the ship, and at that... Wait, we didn't have the ship. She would have appeared on the ship with just Saga, which would have been terrible in a lot of ways, I think. And Saga would probably be dead.
From what I gathered, wasn't she angry because you were associated with me?
Oh, the people in the city were angry because we were associated with you. We were trespassing in a weird ship. and that's why the other ones were angry. 2 separate events. The people in the city angry at Amity and I because we came in carrying your body and they saw your body as an avatar of the Spider Queen, separate from all of the others being in the ship and coming into the fight with it. 2 different events, unrelated. Maybe they were a little bit more on edge because of what they had just seen, but I think that there's a possibility that it could have gone worse.
Okay.
So, also, he's always been annoying, and he's not a good guy, but like, the reason we hate Amu so much is because he's fucking annoying. And he likes to meddle.
He's lonely. Which sounds so weird to say. I'm not exactly #1 fan over here or anything. I did get to punch him, which was
Well, that's good at least.
mildly
That sounds
satisfying at the
nice.
time. Didn't really do anything, but I mean, at least I still knew I was me. But yeah, we're friends, which is also very weird to say.
Hopefully it sticks this time.
Hopefully,
can't
I
go
asked
there.
him. Oh, okay. Let me. Before I go to that part, let me.
Oh, uh-huh.
There are a few. Let me hang on. There are a few more steps before if I say this, it'll be it. Then I have to go backwards, and then it's. I think it. I mean, it's kind of I guess bad either direction. I do this part in, but So I had to essentially. He wanted something from me in order to get me to leave and to let me leave or to help me leave. So we went to this. I can't even call it the hole. It was a pit. It was a very, very dark pit. And I had to go into the pit because I had to go get knitting needles because I promised him I would knit him something. That's what he wanted from me in order to send me back.
See,
She looks at their super skeptical faces and she's just like, bear with me.
again, he's a punk. I'm not. It's not the most I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but it also makes sense. If that even makes sense,
Nothing makes sense. But
Exactly.
anyways, so I went down and down and down, and it was very dark. And I don't even want to tell you, but yeah, you see her like occasionally, just like her eyes are like darting left and right as if she's like looking for something around her, but there's nothing there. Just to give you an idea.
Whenever Vanya noticed that the first time, she would have nudged Watcher off of her lap to at least go sit nearby.
Rowan, as you're describing the pit, you're pretty sure you hear someone talking behind you. You can't quite make out the words. It's just the barest of a whisper.
I don't turn around because everything creeps me out now. All of a sudden, I'm very scared of the dark. Yeah. You see her like shudder a little bit, and yeah, just moving on. So I got down there, and there was. It took a while. It didn't feel like a long time, but then at the same time, it felt like a very long time to get to the bottom. It was very strange. And then there was this. It was also dark down there, and I was walking around, and eventually I found like a really big worm carcass of something. I don't know. It was huge and really long.
The whispering intensifies.
Down there.
um, you see her kind of just like rub her ear as if like trying to, and just like tilting her head a little bit.
Rowan, you okay?
It's, I mean, yeah, I don't know. I found faceless people down there, and when I say faceless, I don't mean like there was nothing. It was like somebody had just, they weren't even like scarred or anything. It's not like people had taken anything away from them. It was like nothing had ever been there to begin with. It was awful. And they were just using like the corpse to, I barely understood what they were doing. There was like sinew or something coming off of it, and they were using it, and I don't. And I took knitting needles from one of them and ran away. And at this point, you've probably clued in. You've probably pieced together now that the ones she's like rolling around in her fingers, like very nervously, are those 2 knitting needles.
The whispering has intensified further. Yes.
Is there any way to piece together what Rowan might be talking about?
Yeah, I was about to be like, do I know anything about anything?
The Ophelia and Ray senses are like, ugh!
If you like, you can make a religion check.
I love you, Vanya.
Tracks. Those are pretty accurate, I think.
Yep.
So Amity, it sounds vaguely familiar, like somewhere in like some like super deep lore, like there's a place theorized that she seems to be describing. However, it doesn't quite match up. This place that you know of, a place referred to as the Maw, it's not on another plane of existence. It's theorized to be in the center of the world. Like, you keep going deeper and deeper into the Underdark. There's the Upper Dark, the Middle Dark, the Lower Dark, and then deeper than the Lower Dark is the Maw. And that's where reality starts to just kind of get a little weird.
Yeah, dog, I heard you like Underdark. So you put some Underdark in your Underdark.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I've only read about a place that you're talking about, Rowan. I'm kind of surprised that it's real. But, like, reality is wonky there.
That's not surprising.
Wait, I'm having a thought.
Ayla's having a thought, or Vanya's having a thought?
Some of these.
They're both very similar, yet somehow different.
It's the thought of Kayla's flipping back through her notes real quick.
So it's both. All right, got it.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you? Are you having a stroke or something? No, it's just this is just the face I make when I get an idea.
Yeah, this is my thinking face. It's like, are you sure?
Well, because it's also like me trying to parse out what Vanya would know versus what I know.
Versus what we fucked up and did.
So I don't want to
the
talk
first
about
day.
it. I didn't write down enough of a description when Karos was talking about it, but from what Amity just said, does it sound like anything Karos was describing when we had to avoid something in his ship? Like certain pathways. while we were traveling underground /
Oh,
underwater.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Do those
It's
2 dots connect at all?
it's possible. What the underwater pathways that Karos referred to, I don't remember if I said the name of what they're called back then, but it's fine. I'll just tell you now. He
I
referred
wrote
to
down
them.
the King's Highway is what
Yeah,
I
okay,
wrote down.
yes, exactly. Those were like the passageways that like run through like deep underground, and many of them are submerged, and that's why Karos was able to go through them with his ship. But like,
Yeah,
you
I
don't.
remember now because
You,
I found that out by Vatham's high intelligence.
yeah, yeah, you don't. It's unclear. They might be related. You're not sure if they're the same thing, though.
Whatever it was they were messing with, it looked. I mean, I don't think it was alive. I have no idea, honestly. I never found the end or the beginning.
Doesn't sound like something you want to find the beginning or the end of.
No. And
Sounds like it's left better dead.
I think it was dead, but it wasn't moving. But I don't know. Maybe it was just resting. I have no idea. And then I needed to get out, but I couldn't get out. There was no way out anywhere. I couldn't find where I had gotten in. I couldn't find anywhere. It was awful. And next thing I knew, it was there was someone else or something, I guess would be more accurate because I still don't quite know what it was. And it offered me out. But I had to take something, or it gave me something, or maybe it took something. I don't know what happened. And the next thing I knew, I was back out of that pit, and Amu was standing there waiting, and he was asking me if I was gonna go. Time hadn't moved while I was in there. Nothing had changed. I had been in and out and seen everything, and to me it felt like I don't even remember. It somehow felt like the longest and the shortest amount of time I've ever done anything, and yet to him it was nothing. Nothing had happened, nothing had changed. I was just still standing there waiting to jump in. So then he took me down to the river. Yes, that river.
Just a river or a particular river?
Nope, the one you're thinking of, Anya.
No thoughts, head empty. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
We've been there before, just a different part.
Okay.
And I used whatever these are, because they're not normal needles, that's for sure. And I knit souls out of the river into what I can only hope turned out to be the most grotesque shade of pink, but I guess I'll never know because everything down there was gray. Although I guess no, I do know it was pink. And I knit him a scarf, and then
a scarf.
A scarf. Listen, I didn't know what to knit, okay, and it was just we had a conversation, and that was a long conversation. It was a lot. It was a big conversation, and then he sent me back.
Huh.
Is the whispering still just ominously annoying behind me?
The whispering stopped once you got to the figure. When you got to the part in your story where the figure and you were saying that like it either took something from you or gave you something, and you're not entirely sure, and then just all the whispering just kind of stopped.
Oh, that's comforting. Alright, cool. She actually looks more concerned. You guys don't know why, but her face takes on at that point, it taken on a weird, like, look of, the fuck, and I don't like this.
Are you okay, Rowan?
Yeah, you seem something doesn't. You seem twitchier than usual.
Just, like, is rubbing her, like, hands on her face, just... I don't know. I can't tell if what I'm hearing is even real, or if I'm just imagining it, or if it's a side effect, or... I don't know. So I guess I don't think I'll ever be okay until I'm not this, but...
Is Rowan solid enough for us to, like, can we touch her?
If she's willing to be touched.
Vanya,
You want a
shifts.
group hug?
So Vanya shifts to at least, like, try to bump her knee up against Rowan's.
Once she sees it, she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, yes, hugs.
Hug.
Oh, I guess now I can finish with the only silver lining that there is to this entire ordeal.
Is it not the floating through walls?
Fun, but I would still much rather like to be me. It's odd. You think I can fly through walls and I can do all these things, but at the same time I have this deep knowledge and this feeling inside of me that I know that I am fragile in the way I wasn't as... And I don't mean physically, I mean just as everything that I am is so close to just no longer being, and it's an awful feeling. But yeah, so the only silver lining that I got out of this was that in exchange for that scarf, obviously other than sending me up here, I asked him to look for them, for Dasani and Ramona, since it gave him some sort of power, I assume. I mean, the River Styx is not something that is without power, that's for sure. So if there's any sort of way he can maybe find her soul or their souls, that I asked him to look. And I mean, what's her face? What was her name? Ayun? And she said that they weren't gone. So I figured if there was any chance that was it. So there is that to hopefully maybe one day look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be nice. I'm glad you're back. I was trying not to think too hard about it when we were Ambient and I were briefly in prison. But I was worried. I missed you.
I was really worried.
Pats Amity's head.
Hey, you did miss something really weird.
Okay.
We met one of Watcher's brothers.
Watcher has siblings?
Yeah.
Very serious.
I just like look down at Watcher and I'm like, did you ever tell us you had siblings?
Watcher is fast asleep.
Okay. I give him tiny little pets on his head. Not to wake him up, just to be like, pat, 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 even though you chased me in the woods, you stupid little shit.
He kind of does that thing that dogs do, where like their hind legs start moving, like they're chasing something. But his wings are also flapping a little bit.
Oh.
You guys are like, oh, so cute, and Rowan's just like, you little fucker. She's like, I know exactly what you're dreaming of, you little shit.
Listen, if you would have let him get... He knew something was there. He's doing his best.
Could you imagine had I just reappeared and been like, hey guys, guess what? I'm bound to this tiny little furball now. God, that would have been so funny. So, yeah, I guess if ever you just see me staring off at nothing, don't be too alarmed.
Rowan, I'm always gonna worry about you.
I know, but, I mean, at least you'll know, kind of. I don't even really know what it is or what. And it's not even just now, it's all the time. Like, even now as we're just sitting here, I can just hear things. I can hear people. It's awful.
I'm sorry. We'll get your body back once we're done with
Yeah.
whatever is wrong with Shilk. Whatever that situation is.
Yeah, that one's odd.
Yep. Yep. Just
I hope
be
we can
careful.
fix him. There's just not enough in this party for more than, all my brain stuff. I don't think that after Shilk, if something else happens to somebody else, I think we'll just I think the world might just end.
I think it's already tried.
This is true. Yeah. We're just collectively we are too much as a collective.
Never should have been brought together.
Nah.
She says that with a smile, though.
If there's anything in this world that was meant to be brought together, it's this.
Thank you for telling us what happened. It doesn't sound like it was easy. Not that I expected it to be easy, but thank you for telling us anyway.
Yeah.
I promised.
We'll figure it out. And we'll keep you in one piece. We'll keep you in two pieces. Until you can be one piece again.
It's so odd. I get these weird heebie-jeebies around Saga. Not in a bad way. Like, it's not Saga's fault. It's just her, like... she radiates something that I just no longer... I just don't understand what it is.
Just don't vibe with it anymore.
Yeah, but Saga and I don't vibe check right now. We vibe
Well,
check.
fine.
We
Isolate
vibe
me even
checking.
more from the girls group.
No!
Jeez.
If you
I
get
get some
vibe
more
checked
the
by
guy.
Saga, it's game over, so...
If I get vibe checked by Saga, Saga wins hard. I don't win that. It's just like... But yeah, I know that at least if I go places that Saga, if they feel the same in a way, I will know that this is not good. Or maybe Saga will be able to point out those places to me so that I don't go there. But I mean, I am dead, so it makes sense. But I just don't. I don't like it. She's my friend, and I hate not. I hate that I feel this way, but it's just so odd. It was like how not exactly in the same sense, but it was sort of like a similar reaction on the first day with you, Vanya, except in the opposite sense. It was like I couldn't not be near. It was very strange.
I mean, it's probably because you're a ghost.
Yeah, aren't people like her, with her skill set, particularly good at
disposing of ghosts?
Yeah.
Probably. So yeah, hopefully she can point out things that are of a similar nature to me so that I avoid them, because I don't want to go in places like that.
Yeah, probably best to avoid those.
There is something I wanted to try, and I'll try it with you, Vanya, only because... Well, because, I mean,
Because we're the definition of fuck around and find out.
Yeah, exactly. Don't... Just like, be cool.
Let this happen.
Just don't, like... Do what you did with the portal that pulled you the AR. Just vibe with it. Don't resist.
Ugh.
But Ebony and I had a good time for like 12 hours, and then,
I feel bad for whoever comes in at this particular moment.
I walk in. Hey guys, I think Rowan's avoiding me.
I possessed Vanya.
Right.
That makes it look so bad. That's so funny.
Vanya, are you willing?
Yeah,
All right.
she would trust Rowan not to do anything dumb to her.
Rowan,
dumber
you are now possessing Vanya.
Yep.
And so, Vanya, you still have control of yourself. You just have a passenger right now.
In the back of your mind, in like this weird little corner of your brain that like you only ever hear words come into from like, messed like spells and stuff, you just hear boo.
Boo.
Literally sharing brain cells.
Literally.
Yep.
Yep.
Finally landed the brain cell in one spot, guys.
Yeah, now we
Campaign over
can
now.
literally share the brain cell perfectly. Yep.
Your brain cell has become one.
Yep, exactly.
Can I talk to Rowan back?
Yeah, you can communicate with me telepathically.
Okay. It's not completely...
And I can see what you see
Unknown.
and hear what you hear.
She'll talk out loud for Amity's benefit. She says, well, that's new. That's interesting. It's weird. It's a little weird.
That is really weird. What's going on in there?
I think she's possessing me. She said boo in my head, and she told me not to resist. So...
Right. Do you feel okay?
Do I feel okay?
Yeah, you feel fine.
Yeah. Feels fine.
Yeah, all right. That might be useful.
Yeah.
Pop out of Vanya.
All right.
Just look over at Saga, and I'm like, that was really poor timing. I wasn't running away from you into Vanya, I promise.
Okay.
Do you want to come sit?
Are you avoiding me?
I promise I'm not avoiding you. I'm dead now.
Yeah, I know.
And you give up the opposite of my deadness, and it makes me feel it's not you, and it's
It's not you,
me.
it's me.
I leave.
It's
I see. No, I'm joking.
it's just
Heard
it's
that before.
It's
the
not
things that
you. It's just your beliefs I don't agree with.
yeah. Not even we have like similar beliefs. It's just my body doesn't vibe with those beliefs at the moment.
Your beliefs hurt me on a personal
Yeah.
level.
I'm a ghost now as I like put my hand through my own hand.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get you to go in this cup earlier, remember?
Oh, I don't think that I can actually fit in that cup. I can't actually shrink down to that size.
But you went in Vanya.
Oh, well, that's because I don't think I can possess the cup.
Well. Well.
Not with that subclass, you can't.
Not yet.
Actually, I don't think
understand.
you can possess inanimate objects with any of the subclasses.
Well, I mean, the poltergeist, you can control objects and make them
Yes.
fly around.
That's true, but I couldn't go into the cup. I couldn't become the
Right.
cup.
Right.
But yeah, she scoots over and makes room on the pillows for Saga.
You could go invisible and then hold up the cup and pretend you possess
Pretend. Exactly. I
Oh,
would
God,
believe it fully, wholeheartedly.
Oh god. Now you're just giving her more ways to terrify the fucking goblins.
Goblins, yeah. Rowan's just in her
Yep.
head like, alright, no, go invisible, chase goblins around with plates and anything she can find.
Chase goblins around with themselves. Fucking start.
Just pick up a goblin and fucking... oh, God.
Oh god, it's got me!
It's okay though. I will. I was just checking if people knew if you were avoiding me, but since you're not, it's okay, and I understand that. I make you feel bad. Kate, bye, and I leave.
No, Saga, come here! I gave you space on the pillow!
Come back!
Saga, come back!
Saga, come back!
God, I ran.
Saga,
I am
come
now the
back.
fastest person.
How fast are you?
I'm not that fast. Actually, I think anyone with a bonus action dash is faster than me. So.
Yeah, not me anymore. Depressing. I have no bonus actions, which is the only sad thing.
Like nothing?
Nothing. Not a one.
Yeah, just about
I've got
everything is an
I've got reactions out the wazoo. No one will be able to do more dope reactions than I will. I will literally have so much reactability, it's crazy. But bonus actions on my turn, I'm gonna be like, I kick dust. Like
See, that just means you have to make sure you pay attention on other people's turns.
I know. Honestly, I should have 2 reactions, because, like, there's literally so many things I can do as a reaction. It's a bit obscene.
Yep.
Or like a better way to regain a reaction.
And you even gave me more stuff as reactions, so I have even more
I sure
reactions on
did.
top of my reaction, so it's just
Yo, dog, I heard you
mind-boggling.
like reactions so you can react while you react.
Yeah, basically, I am a React Andy. I'm a React YouTuber now. This is just
Oh
who
my
I am
God.
now.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Subscribe. No, seriously.
Did you know
subscribe.
that 50% of our viewers?
And smash that like button, and don't forget to click the bell.
Oh,
Jesus, this
God.
took a turn. All right.
And subscribe, or I'll possess you.
I Rowan this out a loud sign. She's like, I'll make sure to spend more time with her over the next little while till we get to where we're going.
Does anybody know where we're going? I know we're just following Shulk's.
Vague directions.
I'll
North.
be honest, I don't even know where we are right now. We should probably.
We are. We're like northwest of Vasselheim.
Well, I mean, we've been traveling now for over like 2 days, so now who knows where we are?
I mean, you
That's
just
true.
have to ask. I can tell you where we are.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
right now we're in Air Fort 3.
Yeah, and in Air Fort 3, we don't have equipment capabilities, even though it's an airport.
More of a bunker then at that point.
Yeah, but
No
you're-
idea what's
you're
going on
4
outside of it.
cooler.
Yeah. So
Oh, how I can't wait for some future stuff to come up. It'll be great.
yeah, that's what happened. And oh wait, I guess I missed the most important part, because yes, for after I came back, that was me that whole time, and I'm very sorry about all the crazy. I wasn't angry. I mean, I'm obviously angry, but I wasn't angry at all of you. I was doing my utmost to be the most delicate, and yet somehow it was just not. It was not working. And it was doing the exact opposite, and I apologize. I did not mean. I should apologize to Saga. I also did not need to hit her that one time. It was completely not. It was out of my power entirely. But I met with that small one, that really nice one that I met before on the mountain, Sarenrae.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who let me do this, or become this. Anyways, she gave me a second chance. She was very nice. Or is very nice.
It's good that she's okay.
Mhm.
It was touch and go the last time we saw when everything went down.
Yeah, she's okay now. I'm glad. Now I just have to somehow make it up to a god, even though
I can't help you with that one.
I know.
I could.
I don't even know what to do. It's not like I did anything intentional. He's being so petty.
I think it's kind of how I've always thought they were. Fickle and petty.
And that's probably one of the few differences you and I ever had on like, on the way we view things, is that I guess the way I've always seen Paylor has been completely and utterly not that. It's just always, I've never had any sort of negative thoughts at all, or negative views in any way. This is the first time he's ever been, or that I've ever, or that. And she's just like, because she doesn't understand these feelings. She's just like, I don't like this. Losing your hero worship towards your hero comes with a lot of backlog.
As terrible as it was, I'm not saying it was great, but the one thing I could always count on with my former pact is that the consequences of failure or of misstepping, however that was judged that day, would be severe. Whether through the people side of it or the not people side of it.
Not claiming my soul feels pretty severe.
Yeah. I wish I had better answers for you, but I shot one of them in the face and the other one's dead, so I you know.
I mean, you could just talk to Sarah Ray some more. She seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Is a good point.
Maybe having somebody to speak on your behalf. It's in your corner.
I did ask her to, but then at the same time, maybe he'll take this as me trying to get like the easy way out.
Oh well, he didn't help you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. God's not
Emily's like a savage. She's just like this bitch.
Literally the worst two people on this ship you could be talking to about this. Amity, who is all brain, all logic, and Vanya the cultist.
Yep.
I still remember when Taylor asked if she could be a cleric but not follow a god, and I was like, yeah, all right.
Yeah,
It's a very god-heavy campaign, but if you want to be the one cleric that doesn't have one, sure.
Listen,
Maybe I'll find one eventually.
Yeah.
as wizards gain more and more power, aren't they just becoming gods in their own right?
Who's to say?
Yeah, I'm not the best person to come to with. I will listen to you. If you want somebody to listen and give you 0 ideas, I got your back. I do not think I can provide any kind of helpful advice in this manner.
I just don't know what to do to show. I just don't even feel like I should have to show. I want a conversation. I don't even get anything. I just get, I dedicate half of my life or more than half of my life, and then all of a sudden it's just nothing over a simple mistake
Welcome
that I wasn't even in control of.
Welcome to my world.
It's just not fair. I think I've been
Not.
punished enough.
No, I think you're right. It's not fair. It's never been fair, I think.
It's not fair at all.
How gods treat the people that try to devote themselves to it.
Amy's like, this is why I read books. My books can't betray me.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather believe in people. Believe in my friends, even as fucked up as people are.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least that makes sense. Gods.
Yeah, gods don't
gods
make a
never
lot of
made
sense.
Nothing makes sense anymore.
Oh, absolutely not. Nothing's made sense since we were all chained up together on a boat.
And even that didn't make sense.
No, exactly.
Yeah, I still don't know why I was arrested.
I still think I was arrested under a lie. But
Yeah, me too.
that's fine.
See, after what just happened, I was arrested in that context for the right reason.
I mean, they arrested me for being a cultist, but I wasn't a cultist anymore. It was a very recent separation, but
Yeah. Well. This is completely out of the blue, but do you think if I possessed Shilk, I would feel the same feelings as he feels towards this, chasing after death? Not after I leave, but just while I'm in there.
oh, I don't know.
I'm kind of curious.
Yeah. I have a feeling Shulk's just not gonna let you possess him, though.
I don't know, he might.
Find out.
Worth a shot.
I'll be right back. You're looking for Shilk.
Okay.
We try to follow her.
No, as I'm floating out, I'll be like, no, I'll be right back. Like, I'll bring him with me if he agrees to stay here.
Okay.
I go floating through some walls and go looking for Shilk.
Okay, you go looking for Shilk.
I start with his bedroom first.
Shilk, where are you?
I am in the kitchen with Saga.
Oh, that's right. Even though Saga left for a while.
Sean's not even in the kitchen anymore.
I didn't say that much. It was just like a random thought, like, I should see if people want food. Where's Rowan? Rowan doesn't eat. I haven't seen Rowan in a while. I think Rowan's avoiding me. I'm gonna go ask the girls. And then I went back to the kitchen.
That's funny.
Alright. So, Rowan, you find Shilk in the kitchen with Saga, and she has returned to the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm speaking in primordial completely. Oh, wait, you can't understand anymore.
You don't understand anymore, that's
Exactly.
true.
I'm just speaking at Shilk in primordial. No one can understand, but I'm like, yeah, so I still think she's avoiding me, but she might not be. But she said she wasn't, so I guess she isn't. But it's just going on.
Shoga's
Yeah,
just nodding his head. He doesn't know a damn thing that she's saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Memorial's not
way
there
too
yet.
fast. Oh yes,
So-
Gesh is also there. I forgot.
Yes. He would have helped with the teaching.
Listen.
So there you go.
Okay.
find Shulk in the kitchen with Saga and Gesh.
Nice. Hi, everybody. Shilk, can I borrow you?
I'm busy.
This is a very vague way of asking for consent.
Can I borrow you?
I
Oh, yeah!
completely stopped talking.
Funny. Okay. Can I talk to you later when you're not busy?
When?
Whenever you want. I don't need to sleep, so just let me know.
This is also near the end of the day, mind you.
Oh, that's true. It can also be tomorrow.
I think tomorrow works best.
Okay. I'll come find you tomorrow then.
Please
as
let
I
me sleep, though.
I'm not going to wake you up in your sleep. Don't worry. I'll find you. If you're still sleeping when I come find you, I'll wait till you're awake.
Okay.
Not like wait, but I'll go do something else and then. Anyways, yeah. And as I'm floating away, I like look back at Saga and I'm like looking at her and I'm just like, you can come back to the air fort whenever you want.
Okay. I don't move.
I don't mean now. I go back to the air fort.
Okay.
As I float back in, I'm like, they were cooking. So I'll ask him tomorrow.
Alright.
And then I go back in primordial. See, that was a little bit awkward, but I don't know. And it just keeps going.
Shulk's just nodding his head.
At least at least Gesh gets all of this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he's completely
he's giving you some input here and there.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, we can fast forward to tomorrow.
Mhm.
All right. The next day, Rowan finds Shulk doing whatever.
I'm like waiting for him outside of his room.
Ah!
Hi, Shulk.
Hi.
So I wanted to ask you something.
You could have just asked me yesterday.
Well, because I need to ask you, and then if you say yes, then it involves doing something, and then you were busy yesterday, so yeah.
What? Never mind. What?
So I have this thing now, and I tried it on Vanya yesterday, and it worked totally fine. But I can now possess people. In a gentle way. It doesn't hurt or anything.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if I could try possessing you to see if I could sort of have the same, if I could feel or hear or see whatever it is that you do from your sword.
What do you mean?
Well, your need to go kill something. I want to know if when I'm in there, I feel it too.
That's a weird request.
I've never been able to possess people's bodies before, so.
And you think that I feel something different than Vanya?
I mean, Vanya doesn't have a need to murder somebody deep inside of her
Not true.
mind.
Did he just say not true?
Who does Vanya want to murder? Question mark.
Probably Elmo.
No, actually. We've been over that. We're good.
He looks very questionably toward you.
Just like, we're friends now. At least he and I are.
No, I definitely don't want you to possess me.
Well, okay. Do you want to come sit in the air fort and I can tell you what happened to me while I was gone?
Okay, but I'm not going to stay very long. I was gonna spend more time with Saga.
Okay. We don't have to, you can say no if you don't want me to try possessing you. You can just say you don't want me to.
Okay, I've said that. We could go to the air fort now.
float my way there.
Okay.
I go 2 doors down to Vanya's room.
I slept in the airport. I'm probably still in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yep, you guys find Vanya in the air.
I give him a very abridged version of like what Amity and Vanya and I talked about yesterday, especially skirting around the parts where my whispering got really intense.
Yeah.
Because
sure.
didn't like that feeling at all.
As you start talking about the pit again, the whispering gets intense again.
Okay. The pit was really not fun. I can't really go into more detail on the pit. Yeah.
Why?
Moving
I
on.
thought you were going to tell me in detail what happened.
I can tell you in detail everything else that happened, but the pit.
I feel like that sounds important.
It is important, but it makes me uncomfortable.
I can recap you about the pit later.
Okay.
Oh, actually, what if we try now and see if that also affects the whispering ruin? If somebody
She
else
like
tells us instead of
shivers,
yours.
but she's like, okay.
So I do my best to recap what.
I recapped.
Yeah, recapping the recap.
All right, you recap the recap.
Do I get the weird whispers as bad when Vanya does it?
No.
Oh, okay, nice. Visible sigh of relief.
Strange.
Yeah, weird.
Hey, bro, I heard you like recaps.
Anyways, so that's why I just wanted to see if you would let me, in. And then I could see if the things you're feeling from that sword are... I don't know, if I could feel them too when I was in there.
I suppose you could try.
Are you sure?
No, but Vanya let to, so.
It felt fine. Just hear in your head.
I get up, I'm like, okay, are you ready?
Okay.
You have to be willing, though, or else it might be a little challenging. So just let it happen, if you want it to.
He looks at you very strangely.
Just relax, it'll be fine.
It's
It'll
fine.
be over before you know it.
It's fine, Jill.
Alright.
Ready?
Sure.
And I possess Shilk.
And that's right when Getch walks in.
This is becoming a running theme.
Yep.
Yes, come in the fort.
Okay.
Do I successfully possess Shilk?
Bilk, are you willing?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Then you successfully possess Shilk.
Cool. Do I get any weird feelings while I'm in here that are like any, I don't know, weird vibes from the sword? Since I'm
No.
literally inside of him.
No.
You like to vibe check his mind?
I mean,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like you're not controlling his body. You're just like a passenger. So you're just kind of there. You don't notice anything. It's the same as when you're possessing Vanya. You're just kind of inside of them.
You're
I
just
mean,
hanging
I
out.
can get him to do stuff. I can literally take over, like control his body, but yes.
Yes, you can, but
Okay.
you haven't.
Maybe
I
you
don't-
should try.
I was gonna say I don't like what that entails, but I do want to.
This does raise some questions as to like what the fuck would happen if he tries to communicate with somebody telepathically.
It's also the day after we get her back. She's like, "Hey guys, I went through all this traumatic stuff. By the way, can I try possessing you?"
By the way, I'm hearing
Just
the
throwing that
whispers of
out
the
there.
dead in my head, but you know. Oh god.
Anya never claimed to be
Like,
smart.
can she eavesdrop on a telepathic conversation that Shulk has with somebody?
I don't know, but that'd be pretty dope.
I don't know.
I actually don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
So when I'm possessing somebody, I can only I can use my actions to like make them attack things or dash or dodge or
Yep.
whatever. If I don't want to get him to attack someone, you know,
Yeah.
can I just get him to like move and not hit
That-
things?
That would be dashing, so yes.
Well, I don't mean move in the sense like walk somewhere. I just mean like move his arms.
Oh.
Because it's like I can technically get him to like swing his arms to hit something. I just want him to move his arms, but not actually. I'm not asking him to attack something. So, you know, it's like the same thing, just like without the violent
Yeah.
intent.
Yeah, I'd say that'd be fine.
You ask him to dance. Or you try and compel him to dance.
I will. Oh god, actually wait. That's right. I can talk to Shulk. I forgot. I was
Yep.
gonna be like, I have to do this without asking, but no, I can't ask. So yeah, same little. Like Vanya, you hear it in like the little space in the back of your head, and you're like, "Hi, Shulk." Do you mind if I try moving you?
Physically or emotionally?
I can't control your emotions, so physically.
Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. I can't actually like see
tell him
into
that-
your mind while I'm in here.
You recap the entire plot of the Titanic.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I will get him to like reach his arm up to like. I assume he has the sword on him. I don't think he's just leaving it around the ship.
Yeah, like it's sheathed, but yeah.
Yeah, okay. I don't want him to pull it out, but like just to like hold on to the hilt.
All right. Yeah.
Phrasing.
Do I feel any weird vibes? Shut up, Joe.
No, you don't feel any weird vibes.
Oh, good. At this point, insight should just be changed to vibe check.
Yeah, it should always just be vibe check. Okay, last one. And then I get him to pull the sword out. Not hit anything.
Okay.
Any weird vibes?
Nope.
Okay, cool. Put the sword back.
Cool.
And I pop out of Shulk.
All right, you do so.
Rowan, you seem very affixed on my sword.
God damn it.
Oh, I forgot to mention one thing. I
Okay.
was gonna mention this when you were possessing Vanya, but you didn't really say much, so I'll say it now.
Okay.
Shulk, when
Yes.
when Rowan talks to you while she's possessing you,
Oh, that's right.
while she's like talking to you, in the back of your mind, her voice comes in as a whisper, and it's accompanied by a kind of echoing whisper around it. So you're hearing more than just Rowan's voice. Like Rowan's voice is the loudest one, but you hear more than just her voice as she's talking.
Oh,
In the
that's
back of your
super
mind.
weird.
I think spooky is the right word.
Rowan, you notice nothing like that when you
Yeah.
are inside.
I just hear the voices all the time.
Mm-hmm. Of varying degrees.
Yeah, it's great. You love it. You love to hear it. Anyways, I as I pop out of Shulk and he mentions that I'm fixated on his sword. No, I don't really care too much about the sword. It's yours. I'm more curious about the effect it's having on you.
I'm just Seems like a sword.
I don't know if something else happened to you while I was gone, but when I left, you didn't have an unending need to go kill someone up north.
Well, I'm sure it ends.
Well, at the moment, it is unending.
I suppose.
So that's all. I just want to make sure you're okay.
I feel fine.
That's great. Turn the ship around, fucking 5G10 to the face. I feel fine. Wham! Starts bleeding out of his nose. I feel great, guys. Bleeding out of his ears.
I'm in danger.
I'm in excruciating pain.
Do we feel any closer to your person?
Well, we're heading in the right direction. Oh, let me
I'm
check.
just-
I'm gonna cast locate creature on the target.
Yep, you're definitely closer. Go ahead and make a survival check. Yeah, this would be survival.
Survival.
Of the fittest.
You know what? I'm just gonna give myself advantage.
That's
Double
good.
ones.
Boop. Wow. Okay, I'll use my luck point.
Oof.
Okay.
There we go.
So, you definitely still sense it. You notice though that like the straight north heading that you guys have been traveling on, it's slightly off now. Like you're not going directly towards your target. You are still going towards them, and you've gotten closer. You're just not on like the perfect heading anymore. And so either Axiom fucked up, or the target is
Moved.
moving. Yeah.
It's
Alright.
definitely Axiom's fault.
To be fair, you haven't checked in a while, so I was just like, okay. So it tells me otherwise. I'm going north.
I'm assuming someone relieved you so that you can sleep.
Yeah.
Guess probably did.
Yeah. So there you go.
Okay. Well, speaking of which, if you'll excuse me.
I was gonna say,
Hmm.
could I pilot the ship as a ghost?
If
You
so,
can
you would
you
actually.
can-
I'd be
You
the
can
best person to do it. I can
certainly-
literally never sleep.
You can certainly try.
You'd be a great person to have on the night shift because you won't need
Yeah.
to sleep.
That's how I'm gonna spend the rest of my day today. Will be with Axiom when he gets back to like the captain's chair, getting him to show me how the ship works.
I would gladly
night
take you
shift.
through a crash course of how to work it.
Yeah. As I listen to Axiom explain to me how the ship works and the voices in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go, assuming Axiom is piloting,
Yeah.
Yeah.
go there and correct course.
Well, yeah, I can't
Alright.
be piloting. I'm in the room with
I was
everybody.
gonna
So
say.
Yeah.
I probably just relieved him, or he probably just relieved me, so I can go take a nap now.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, hey, Gash.
No, the other one.
Choke.
Shook.
And Rowan, I follow him.
I guess I'm also going to follow because I don't want to just be left in here by myself.
You have Gesh in there with you.
Yeah,
I
I can
guess
stay in
it's-
top.
Alright,
Mhm.
let's hang out.
Okay.
So does Rowan really hate Saga?
He probably would ask that. Saga is all up in arms about this.
Oh, I think it's because the whatever magic Saga can do, it's like, I mean, Rowan's not alive. She's an undead. So magic that's particularly potent against undead isn't great, and that is kind of half of Saga's whole thing.
I think it's just like the aura. You know how like when we stand close to Saga, and sometimes it helps us be better at things like dodging and
Yes.
whatnot. I think that kind of aura. I think Rowan can feel it, and it's not comfortable for Rowan because she also knows that aura could kill her if Saga tried hard enough. Or at least hurt her very badly. And so I think she's just trying to understand how to navigate being with her friend when the aura that Saga puts out makes her very uncomfortable.
That
Because
sounds
she's
like a
not alive.
possibility.
It's a very complicated situation, I think, to try and navigate, and I wouldn't say that Rowan is known for her good dealings of complicated situations.
If the last couple days has been any indication.
A couple days, couple months. I think either is still true.
So we all have to get used to things, how things are now. Things
Yeah.
are definitely a little different than what we're used to.
Yeah, I didn't think things could get any weirder. Then they did. What else is new in this group, though? It's not one thing, it's another.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
Back in the helm, once Shilk gives Axiom the proper heading and whatnot, and Axiom tries to explain to Rowan how to connect to the ship. Rowan, do you try to connect to the ship?
I'm sorry, I had to step away. Did you talk to me?
Yes,
Okay,
because
sorry.
you were in the helm and you wanted to learn how to
Yes.
pilot the ship.
Yeah.
So
You could technically be the ghost in the machine.
Axiom explains the process to you,
Mm-hmm.
and so
It's a
would
little
you like
weird.
to try and would you like to try and connect to the ship?
Yeah.
I feel like Rowan's controlled the ship at least once in the past, so.
Nope.
No.
No,
she
I've
didn't.
never
Really?
been the pilot.
Vanya
I
and
thought you
Rowan
had
have
once.
never.
Nope. No, we were always on the guns. Never
Yeah?
have we piloted the
Okay,
ship. We
fair
were
enough.
too stupid for that.
No.
It's
I mean,
not a
it's mostly
stupidity
just-
thing, because Saga can do it.
Yeah, it's mostly a wisdom thing. You just gotta be able to handle the connection.
Oh yeah. It's just it was more I don't mean stats wise, folks. I mean character wise. We weren't exactly number one to put on pilot the ship duty.
Yeah, why would Vanya pilot the ship when she could shoot a big gun?
Yeah, exactly. We were on the
And shoot it
P2s.
well.
Yeah, or protect the helm. Those were our duties.
So Rowan,
Yes.
you try to connect to the ship the way Axiom explains it to you.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're finding that you are unable to do so.
Damn.
Because you lack a certain skill set that you are the only person in the party that does not have.
Living?
Everybody else in the party are
No magic.
spellcasters.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
You have to be a
I am
spellcaster.
literally the only one.
Yep.
Zing.
You have to be a spellcaster to control the ship.
That is so funny.
I'll also let her know that, like, hey, I
That's
think I
hilarious.
picked up a couple new things. You mind if I check, see if this may actually work?
You want to try things on me?
It's more or less, I don't know how it will affect you, because, you know, the whole ghost thing.
If it's anything holy, keep it away from me. But other
Nah.
than that, yeah, you can probably give it a go.
In that case, I'll try to connect. That's to myself. We'll try some good old this. I'm gonna just connect to see if that actually does like work in the way I think it should work.
Yeah, I mean, she's a creature, so
Yeah.
yeah, it works.
So I'll be like, hey, can you hear this? In your head?
Answer back in my head. Yes.
Dope. We have some form of communication now. If combat were to break out.
I mean, you could always talk to me. That still works.
This is in case, like, I need to get a message across the ship.
Oh, I see.
Or
You're
30
using
feet.
through the ship. Got it.
Hmm.
I didn't realize that's what you were doing. It does work though. Casting it through the ship. It does work.
Oh shit, I can just use this through the ship and connect
Yep.
people?
Yeah, because when you are connected to the ship, you it's not that you can see them, so it's a little weird on that. But you know where people are, and so I'm giving you a little leeway on that, where like you can like focus in on one person on the ship and telepathically talk to them. But they have to be physically touching the ship. They can't be like Rowan flying. But Rowan is also
Okay.
within 30 feet of you.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So
Okay, so if I wasn't within 30 feet of him, but I was zooming through the ship, not touching anything,
he wouldn't
Okay.
be able to focus on you because he would not be able to pick up your presence.
do
He
I
can only-
register on the ship's, like, people
Yes.
on the ship sensor, even if I'm not touching the ship?
If
I
you're
will
not
also-
touching the ship, he can't sense you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I will just let you know how the ship interacts with your ghostly form now. 'cause-
So does he just get a ping every time I go through a wall?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah, I'm just like, okay, that's Rowan.
There's Rowan. Honestly, you know where I am just by when the goblins start running.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny.
I'd be like, I don't know how this happened. I think this is a byproduct of me just like constantly being here.
That makes sense.
There's a couple other weird things that I picked up. That's for another time.
I wonder if I possess. It's on the game of I wonder if with this possession thing. I had so much fun. I wonder if I possessed you and you talk to somebody on the ship, if I could also hear them in your mind.
Or the shot. It's not the first time I've had something in my head.
You say that?
Possession.
Listen, if you could just willingly go into your friends or just anyone, it'd be you would do it too. It's cool as fuck.
Terrible.
Like,
At this
am I
point,
wrong?
Actually, I'll basically explain. At this point, anything that I've experienced now doesn't top anything I experienced now. Like, everything else, pleasant.
Bro, same. What a mood right there. It's okay. I am curious, but at the same time, you are piloting the ship, and I know that this thing is not a regular ship, so I don't want to break something. Also, I apologize, and I pointed the consoles that I tried to possess when I wasn't visible,
Again,
and I'm like,
it's fine. At this
that
point, I
literally
expect
was an
something to
accident.
break it.
I was trying to
something-
possess the actual ship, and I didn't know. Yeah, sorry, that's my bad.
It's fine. At this point, if something doesn't break, eventually it wins. I have given up this ship. I've given up with the ship being pristine and like in working condition most of the time.
It's home.
Okay, well, again, I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, so that's good to know that you're at least giving me some leeway with that, Mike.
Yep.
Because now I can constantly check in with Gesh when I need to readjust heading.
Shilk.
Shilk, sorry.
Get your names
Long
right,
day.
boy.
They're not even similar. Yeah, I mean, like you took the time to like take this feat. It'd be kind of shitty where it's like the main reason you took it just doesn't work.
This is a whole subclass, man.
Oh, this is your multi-class. Oh, I thought you took
Yeah.
I thought you took the telepathy feat.
No, aberrant minds.
Oh, well, even more then. Aberrant
Yeah, I was
mind.
gonna
Jesus.
That's like, yeah, you went all in.
I was like, it makes sense. Eventually, something fucking weird would happen.
Well, knowing that I cannot do anything with the ship, I go to the kitchen and either wait for Saga to show up or meet Saga there.
Wait,
Also,
hold on a second. Axiom, are you saying the patron is the ship?
It's a sorcerer, not
hilarious.
warlock.
Oh my god.
I went full warlock,
Oh,
man.
sorcerer, not warlock.
Sorcerer.
Okay.
Sorcerer.
Okay. Right. That's right.
Aberrant
no,
mind
it's
sorcerer.
That would have been really
Okay.
funny, though.
That makes a bit more
Funny.
sense. That's
That'd have been hilarious. What is your patron? This hunk of metal.
This ship that we've almost lost multiple times now.
Oh, if only System was still here, then System could have been your patron, and that would have been perfect.
All right. So Rowan goes to the kitchen. It sounded like.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. Saga's probably there as well as Shilk because they're kind of hanging out a lot now.
Yep.
I'm blabbering in Primordial about it still.
Okay. Shilk, you still aren't able to catch any of it. She's
That's correct.
talking way too fast for you to learn anything new.
Because I mean, like when she was a ghost, right? Well, I mean, she is a ghost, but she was a ghost. She like when we couldn't see her and stuff. Still, she was throwing things at me and exploding things around us, and I was there. So it's like I don't even know. Anyway, it keeps going.
I eventually popped through the wall.
I stopped talking immediately.
Even though she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got 7 intelligence. She still understands to me.
I mean, I guess technically you wouldn't know that I no longer understand. You would just still assume I do.
Yep. Hi, Rowan.
Hi, Saga. Are you okay?
Yeah, I was just teaching Shilk Primordial.
Bilk.
Were you
Yeah,
now?
Pilk Primordial.
We're just fucking up with names all over the place today.
Saga, do you still think something's wrong?
No.
I don't believe her, do I?
No, I don't think you do. Yeah, no. No.
Saga. What's the matter?
Nothing, I just don't want to make you uncomfortable.
Saga, it's not you that makes me uncomfortable. It's nothing, it's not like you as,
Just the
You
area
are.
around you.
It's just my aura.
It's something that you have no control over, and it's not your fault.
But I do have control over it.
I mean,
And I stopped protecting Shilk.
even then, I
Angry. No, just kidding.
The aura is down. Get her. Get her. Bunch of fucking devils and demons come out of the woodwork and just attack
No,
Saga.
it was all the goblins.
All of the
It was
goblins.
the whole time.
Yeah.
It's all the goblins.
they're like the spirits in Avatar that just like change.
Oh god.
And
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, "Rah!" and they just mutate all of them. We're just like, oh god, put it back, turn it on.
Just
Okay, even if you make the aura go away, it's not, it doesn't, does the aura feel weird? Yes, but even if you turn it off, it's still weird.
You turn it back on. Oh.
It's not just that, but again, it's not you, nor is it really me.
That doesn't make sense.
It's definitely not me.
No, Shilk, it's definitely not you. But in
I
a
don't
way,
understand.
it's also good, because anything that has the same sort of... If ever you come across something that you feel very in tune with, on the level with your magic, then you can tell me. And then I'll know to, maybe stay away from it, because it could hurt me. So, in a way, having you around is very helpful.
But that isn't comforting to me.
Saga, are you ever going to hit me? Or use your magic on me?
I don't plan to, but if
Then
what
why would
I
I then
if
why
I
then
sense
why would I
good
worry?
things, they're bad for you. Isn't that bad at all?
If you try and sense things that are very good, that want to hurt me, then yes, that is bad. But you're a good thing that doesn't want to hurt me. So why would I be avoiding you or not wanting to hang out with you anymore? You're my friend. And unless all of a sudden you feel an undying need to kill me, no offense, Shug,
Why would I be offended by that?
never mind. Then we don't have any problems.
But you were destroying things and breaking things and
That
punching things and
was not my intent. I was trying to do things so delicately after the very first time, and I just couldn't when I was in that form. It wouldn't. My not body wouldn't listen to me. I wasn't actually trying to hurt any of you. Am I angry? Yes, but not at any of you.
that's not comforting either. This conversation is going awful.
How come?
I don't, cause he might not be him and you might not be you, and we're gonna go kill someone that might be who knows what.
I am very much me. Shulk is still very much him. He just has a little extra, and I just have a little less.
That's a good way of putting it.
Oh.
It really is.
But we're still exactly who we were. Just a little bit different.
I guess.
And what we have going on is not permanent. Once I have a body, and Shulk deals with a body,
I can give you a body.
I would like my own body, but thank you for the offer.
2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, then, I guess
The head may
I,
not be attached, but it works.
that makes sense
I think
now.
what she's saying is that we, although I'm still confused about her referencing me, we still care about you. Even though she might not be able to. Be around
Okay.
all the time.
I guess. Then I should say sorry, Rowan?
You don't need to apologize. That's not what this was for. You never needed to apologize.
Well, I do. Avandra told me that my friends needed me. By the time I found you guys, you were already dead.
That's also not your fault. Even Vanya and Amity, who were right there when I died, could not save me. It is not. Nobody could have saved me. Even if you had shown up sooner, I would still be dead.
But I'm really good at killing demons.
That's not what killed me, so. There's nothing you could have done to save me. There's nothing anyone on this ship could have done.
I don't know about that.
I very much know about that. Don't worry, Saga.
I guess. Well, things are different, and it's okay. Wanna help us teach Shulk Primordial? I don't see. I've been kind of like venting to him in Primordial, and he's getting really good at understanding me. I can tell.
Shilka's just behind her, just shaking his head no.
I, oddly enough, couldn't understand anything. Some things about me have changed since I've come back, so
Oh,
you can teach me too.
okay, good, because I'm a really good teacher. So listen, I'm
And
like...
I will also start learning Primordial until I get my body back.
All right, cool.
So a little bit less and a little bit more over here are gonna be.
Jeez. So, you guys continue to do your primordial lessons. Vanya does her weird collecting. Amity studies books and stuff. And you guys travel for the next week or so.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah,
This time I don't
Oh
need
my god, I didn't
Shook to
realize it was
be
that
in the
far.
room.
Yep.
I don't even need
as
Shook to be in the room.
as you travel, Axiom, you watch as you leave the mountains and enter into a northern tundra, and you continue to fly across the barren wastes of the Great White North. And it's a couple hours after Shilk gave you the last heading realignment, course correction. That's the one I think of.
Yeah.
You see off in the
I'm gonna
horizon.
realign some heads.
Yeah.
You're about to.
You see off in the distance on the horizon, miles ahead of you, what looks to be a floating city.
No. No.
Are you fucking serious
Ah.
right now? Did we
I
go
feel like-
all the way back to Aor?
I'm gonna just be like, Shook, Amity. I
I'm
got
right
good
here.
news. I got bad news.
What's the bad news?
You
What's
know
the good
that-
news?
The
There's
good
news?
news is we found the destination. The bad news is, I think you might be headed home.
Are you talking about like Aor?
Floating city in the middle of a tundra. Do you know any
I
other
mean-
floating?
It's probably that one, yes.
I'll also loop Vanya into this conversation every so often.
Wonder how dear old dad is doing.
I want to meet
And
your
all
parents.
of my baby brothers.
Oh, I don't want to meet your brothers again. 0 out of
Um,
10. Your mom was so nice.
And she builds these. They're so cool, but they're so. I don't like them at all.
Destructive. No, they're terrible too.
Okay, question, Amity. Are we gonna be welcome?
I don't know.
It's just
I
Vine
can-
cackling over the
I can vouch for you, but I don't really want to go into the city if we can
I don't
avoid
want to
it.
bring them this goddamn ship. Again?
Agreed.
This is the reason
Yeah.
we left the first time.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we're just
Okay.
passing by, you know? Maybe Shulk's target isn't actually in.
Yeah. I'll just be like, you should. Please tell me it's past the city and not actually in the city.
Shrugs.
Joke, if you like, you can make a survival check.
Yay!
Woo. Advantage. Advantage.
Da 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 da. I should actually also see if that. Okay, I don't get a second use of it today. Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'll just give myself advantage. Skadoosh.
Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Woo.
Judging by the last time you used the locate creature and how much time has passed at the speed that you guys are traveling, You are fairly certain that your target is somewhere in the city.
Definitely in the city.
I don't like that.
Do you know where in the city?
Do I know
It's a
where?
huge-
No, I've never been in the city.
Nope.
Like you
No,
can't do like
only
This is
only me and
also
Kato
based
went.
off. This is also based off like your last little ping, basically, and
Yeah.
the city has since moved since there.
Oh god, that's right. It's
You're
a
just
floating.
able. You're just able to deduce that it's in the city based off of travel speeds and whatnot.
you can't do like a locate creature and get like a more direct like.
That's
No,
what that is. A locate creature.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. He rolled a 5, so he can't do it again.
yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yep.
And again, the
Native
city
effect.
is moving, so even if you did it again, the city would then move and it would still be in a different spot.
Correct.
I've also got some more good news. If it happens that we need to get out of Dodge very quickly, I can just teleport us now.
Good. Hey, Amity, do you think it's our turn at the magic shop yet?
Ooh, maybe we should go check.
Just do like long math to figure out how long it would take for your number to come up.
You still have 3 weeks, 4 days.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, according to my calculations.
Well, your numbers also disappeared when you left the city.
Yeah, I was kind of
Oh,
hoping
yeah.
that I was kind of hoping that once we were back in the city, it would just reappear.
Well, maybe. No, it's
One
not
way to
now.
find out.
Damn. That would have been
Unfortunate.
hilarious. Like, oh my god, they branded you guys?
Just to hold
It's
our
like-
place in line, it's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need a plan.
I assume as all of this starts happening, eventually we all just convene in the like on the deck so that we don't
Yeah.
have to just telepathically
yeah.
communicate everywhere.
Yeah,
Once,
I'm assuming you're all up there.
yeah, once Axiom said the city was in view and that we were actively approaching it, I would have either stopped hiding in the fort or stopped scrounging. Made my way up there.
You're working on an urban art piece.
You're making a Banksy? It's gonna be great.
I'm working on a small metal garden statue. It's gonna be a very terrible rendition of Watcher.
Yeah, I was gonna say that'd be so funny. Watcher and his brother like flying through the air. I think the same issue still stands with this. Do we bring this ship to Aor?
Well, I know I'm not gonna be setting foot in that city. There's kind of gestures to his armor.
I mean, as long as listen, we throw a cloak over you, disguise you a
Yeah,
little
it's like
bit.
a poncho or something.
Yeah. Let's put a poncho over you, and as long as you don't actively pray within the city,
Yeah, good thing we tested that before.
yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
wait, what happens if you pray in the city?
Bad
You're
things.
deemed a heretic and you'll be chased down by drones.
Okay,
Yeah.
but what if you have an aura that people can sense?
I mean,
Might want to turn that off until we need it.
No! See,
Un-
you don't.
well, because I
What?
mean,
No, I don't care, Saga.
Okay.
because we were all fine in the city. It was only when we started to actively, when someone tried to actively pray. They're not big on gods here, from
Not
what
at all.
Athos told us.
And
Like-
from the time I was here, they really don't appreciate. Yeah, they're more.
Yes.
And this is not meant to sound bad, Amity, but they're very much more of the science and magic variety, not the gods and godly magic variety.
You could just say divine. That worked too.
That's what the word I was looking for, but I couldn't find it. Thank you.
Most of the things they make are pretty scary, so yeah, I would just
Just take Amity and turn it up to like a
Oh.
10.
yeah.
Also, I don't think they'll be too kind to us just going to the city and then murdering somebody.
Well, we're not exactly going to tell them that when we walk in there.
What's your reason for visiting?
Murder. Cold blood murder.
We
Oh, okay, come on
require
in.
death.
It stamps your passport. Come on in. Yeah.
To be fair,
We
they
just-
did send a creature to kill us, so...
Yeah.
Did that. Oh yeah, you weren't here, but yeah, you saw Saga would know, but you, Tori, I guess, don't know.
It was the first of / maybe one of the creatures that Amity's dad's been making.
He like
Yeah,
smushes different
but I
shit
didn't know
together
he's. No, I knew that part. I think that was like the last of what I was there for, but he sent one to kill us.
to
It was
kill Amity and Vanya in the city. Yeah,
It was supposed to be a gift, a limited
Okay.
one of one for his daughter.
yeah, it attacked them, but yeah,
Wait,
Got
do we
it.
know why it was attacking us outside of Vasselheim, or is it just attacking us because we were there?
You don't know.
Because
I'm hoping it wasn't just coming for me.
Like, it didn't, like, stand up on its hind legs and say, I'm here to kill you, Amity.
unfortunate that makes things so much
It would have
easier.
been really easy. Yeah, would have been nice to know.
Also, interesting note. When I do communicate with y'all, that's like that's 1 minute.
If we're not taking the ship to the city, how are we gonna get into the city?
You want me to like stealth in, and then you guys like feather fall, like stealth drop in?
I mean that's what Kato and I did last time, and it worked just fine.
Yeah, it could be fun.
Do you want me to keep the engine on?
Yeah, keep the motor running, would you?
Yeah, we would like you to Motel 6 this for us.
Keep the bunnies
Well,
going.
Well, here's the other problem. We can airdrop into the city just fine. That's
It's getting back in.
theory a no-brainer. Exactly.
Yeah. Also, if we're literally going with a mission to potentially kill someone, then don't we want to have everybody there in case they're really, really strong or something?
I
Well,
doubt I can
Especially the
like
guy
keep.
that heals the most.
Yes.
Does this ship have an autopilot for a very long time feature?
I will check in my head whether or not
So-
this thing can like.
It just, like, kind of
Stay out of-
hovers. It doesn't,
can,
like, if there's nobody in the helm, it doesn't move. It just hovers where, like, at the last point that you left it at. So, like, the city would eventually leave the ship behind. So, possibly, you could, like, go to the city and then teleport back to the ship. And it just so happens somebody has a bunch of associated objects with the ship.
Good job, Vanya.
Wonder if that would be.
So like,
Yeah, I have no clue who that could possibly be. What if we taught a goblin?
Ooh, I like that.
no.
Are
Probably
you,
eat Grace.
you're seriously not considering that, are you?
Action would literally be like, no,
Mary?
no, it
Okay,
is not.
what
It is
what
not.
What about Grace?
And nobody would be on the ship except for the goblins, and the goblins just whatever.
Grace isn't a spellcaster.
Oh,
Grace is-
yeah, true.
Right, that should be a spellcaster.
Oh, the
Any
goblins
of the
probably aren't.
goblins.
I was gonna
Wait,
say, I don't think the
that-
goblins are spellcasters
I
either.
was just- but no, the way that was phrased infers that at least one goblin is a spellcaster.
I think we have more
Maybe.
problems.
Is it the one that I got to do the boom boom?
No.
Damn.
No, I'm not having one of those idiots on controlling this damn thing.
Is it better
It's
than
not
just
only up
leaving
to
it?
you.
Is it better than just leaving it floating unattended? They're gonna be on the ship by themselves anyway.
This is
Why do you
true.
think I have that door locked at all times in case the?
And yet they're
Oh.
running around free because Rowan's carrying
I was gonna say I don't think it's locked at all times.
I could probably scare them into literally only staying in their room until we get back.
Yeah, and then we
Also-
just we intimidate the one that we put in the captain's chair to just low speed, low speed, just fly a little bit behind the city. Just keep the wheel straight.
Qu-
Make a little
quite-
mark on the helm for them so they know where to. Keep the steering wheel straight.
Question, Mike. Could I just set this thing to be stealth and then walk away, or do I need
Oh
to
yeah,
actually
you don't have to be controlling the ship for it to stay in stealth mode. It's just once you leave the ship, you don't have an idea where it is visually.
But
Okay.
Vanya has plenty of the ship in her pocket.
Right.
Also, I could literally. Wouldn't the. I'm just wondering, because technically we found the armor on the ship. Would that be an associated object?
Yeah, you could argue that as well.
Been on here
But-
long enough.
Yeah. It's not necessary though because of all the objects that Vanya has. But
And they're much smaller.
In case you get separated from Vanya, yes, you would be wearing an associated object.
Mm-hmm.
How many people can we teleport? Or Amity, right? Amity? How many people can you teleport?
Yeah.
Me and 8 willing creatures.
Yes. So
Yeah,
9.
Both Amity and now Axiom have access to that. So.
Sick. Okay, well then, yeah, we should totally be fine. We can just park the ship somewhere safe and not even bring it close to the city. I think is our best bet. We really shouldn't leave it anywhere close.
I think so too.
Yep.
I'm just thinking we stealth above it, and then feather fall in, and then once this whole thing is resolved,
Did we ever
teleport back to
figure
the
out
ship.
how fast the city moves? Give or take?
Well, we were keeping pace with the ship. Well, we were keeping pace with the city pretty well, weren't we? When we first
Yeah,
showed up.
that was back when you were stuck at half power. So the city doesn't move that fast. It's not like it's not a fast thing. It's
No, I know.
like-
I just mean like
it's
if we
moving the speed of,
slowly
like, a slow
meandering.
walk.
Yeah, it's slowly meandering just to like keep its location unknown.
Mm-hmm.
is how many times can you cast teleport, Amity, in a day?
Cast it up to 3 times. No, 2 times.
Same here.
Okay, and then yeah. So because technically, do we not also have an associated object of Aor being your body?
That's not an object.
Damn. I mean, it was an object at some point.
Not
Okay,
till
but
she's
if
dead.
we murder her,
However,
then bring her
I-
back to life.
I think Amity is still wearing the clothes she was
Yeah, I was just
given
about to
in
say.
Aor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
got
I
clothes
am,
there.
yeah.
So
Nice.
we don't even have to bring the ship very close at all. We could then essentially just teleport into Aor. Although that might set off some alarm bells, so that's maybe not the best idea.
Mm-hmm.
And a bunch of idiots dive bombing through the sky of the city is not going to
But
set
we
off
can go
any-
invisible. Whereas just magically teleporting into a magical city might not be the best idea.
Yeah, I think we actually would be able to turn everybody invisible now.
Yay.
I'm gonna make myself invisible, so that you can
Well,
take me
and-
out if that.
And I can cast it a little bit better now, so I can get one more person.
So, do we have enough? Do we have enough to make everyone invisible? Before we think about this plan, let's make sure this step actually.
I believe we're about to go into. We're doing the same plan again, just slightly
Actually-
differently.
Actually, this time we're
Well,
not
this
doing.
one we're not
like,
going
stuff
through
like-
an army.
No, just dive bombing into a mage city. That's fine. I can get 3 people. No, 4 people.
Including yourself and yourself.
Myself and so 4 people total. So
4 people
in
including.
theory, myself and 3 others.
Mm-hmm.
So we're too short? Can anybody else do invisibility?
I
I-
can, but only for a minute.
Well, that's fine. I mean, that's pretty
I
much.
would say I think that's all we would need is a minute.
Mm-hmm.
You fall 3,000 feet in a minute, so.
Yeah, I think we're okay.
I hate to do this, but just to double check, I'm a ritual cast augury. Just feel like
Well, sorry, what was the question? If you said it, I didn't hear it. You kind of cut out.
I'm gonna just be like, hey, Arathis, is this plan actually gonna work out? You
Picking
think?
ball.
Wheel or woe? Come on. Give me some good news.
I feel like you should maybe ask more. Does this plan have a high chance of success?
Or something even more
Let me
specific,
double check.
like
Will we land directly on top of Red Lobster?
will we be noticed if we land,
results of
if
a
we
specific course of
skyfall
action.
into
No,
the...
yeah, I just want to make sure.
Because if this plan is a success, it's quite vague, considering this plan is many steps.
Yeah, there's a specific plan that there's a specific things that we're about to enact actually have a chance of success.
Well, from Arathis' perspective, whoa, nothing but whoa. Like, are you even fucking kidding me? Whoa.
It's just a lot of objection.
Yeah, because that's like a big blind spot for them, and also like the reputation that place has. So, yeah, whoa.
Tal'Dorei. As far as my date is concerned, just like gesturing to his neck, like nah.
I mean, that's a city of ungodliness. So I mean, makes sense. Because
Yeah.
Kato and I literally flew into the city, no problem, last time.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happens. I think it only got real crazy after I started to, heretic my way around.
Mm-hmm.
It was actually zealot, but yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Zealot my way around.
Heretic is when you go against the gods.
Yeah,
Zealot is
other way.
when you're
way too for the gods.
way too for the gods. Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and,
So
I mean, Amity and I were able to be in the city just fine. We both even cast spells while we were in the city.
Yeah, so I think this is our best plan. We just get above the city, fall, and then at the last little bit fly in, and then we're good.
Do we
I
really
think.
want to get the ship anywhere near the city?
Well, we have to get close so that invisibility lasts long enough. Is what I mean. That's the only closeness. I mean, last time how close did we get with the ship when Kato and I flew in?
Like the ship was like a couple 100 feet above the city.
Yeah, they couldn't they couldn't target it or sense it at all.
Yep.
And
last
It
time we
was
were
in
here.
stealth mode, so yeah.
Yeah,
That's kind of what it's designed to do.
exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, we can get relatively close and we won't have an issue. And even then, we don't have to even get that close. We can even give ourselves a bit of a wider berth, but we have to get close enough where invisibility lasts us until we get in. And if we drop from above the city, then... Oh man, I lost my flying stick. Damn it! I mean, I can fly, that's not the issue, but I still lost my stick!
Yep. That was on your body.
Fuck,
Yep.
so much cool stuff on my body.
you also lost your wraps.
I know! Lost my cloak of protection, too. Fuck.
Man,
So much.
this is just echoing your real life right now with Destiny.
It is.
But you just had to bring it up. Now she's not gonna want to play.
No, I was playing earlier! Leave me alone.
Are we jumping? Are we going and we jumping?
I think, okay, if we jump, so again, I don't think we actually clarified that we have enough for invisibility. You can do 4, I can do myself, Gesh can do himself.
For
Gosh.
1 minute.
Guess
Yes,
can
but-
win, can't he?
But that's enough. to
That's
get
enough,
down.
because it's not that far, we won't be that far. A minute it'll be more than enough. Unless the
So-
city all of a sudden turns on turbo thrusters and starts like
Yeah.
flying away.
Well, and do
You think if
for
we
to not to when we're falling and we're going to use Featherfall,
do you have to be able to see us?
Yes.
So I'll have to drop oh god, that's a lot
Oh,
of math.
jeez.
We're gonna have to have a lot of faith in each other.
Well,
Mhm.
wait. Can Amity make people fly?
I can, yes.
Oh yeah, Amy and I also could just make.
I can fly. Gesh can fly. Some of you should still also have wind sticks.
One of you.
I think we have one left.
Do we?
We had 3. We've lost
Ramona
mine.
had one.
Ramona had 1. We should have 1 left.
There's 7 of us. Gesh can fly.
I can
Rowan
fly.
So we only need to cast fly on 5 people. And I think that between...
Gesh could technically carry someone.
Well, I think
So
that
could I.
between me and Amity, I think we can cover everybody. So I can get 3.
So 3 and like a couple people carry. Is that one?
Well, I can get 3 and Amity can get the other 2. Herself and somebody else.
Wait,
We can either fly
we'll
or turn
fly.
invisible, so we can't do...
Oh, we
I
can't do both.
I can't do both.
Yeah.
Yeah, because otherwise you're tapped out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried about being tapped
Well,
out.
they're both concentration.
I have to concentrate on both.
If you go high enough, she'll can cast Featherfall, and then you can cast Invisibility.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how high are we dropping from?
That's the question.
Undetermined.
Yeah.
Because if we also drop from, I'm not as good as Rowan was at it, but if we also drop from not too high, then I can kind of just
yeah.
take some of the damage. If that was a problem, but I don't think that was a problem.
It's only it's essentially you remove Gesh and I completely from the equation when it comes to the flying, because we'll be fine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only
Okay.
5 people.
Then
And
yeah.
then-
Also, okay, so we have a plan to get in, vaguely.
And getting out is just teleport with Vanya's pieces of the ship that she's been hoarding. That she thinks no one's seen, but we've all seen.
I'm not
I-
trying to be sneaky.
I also
That's where my
literally have a
cutlery
sense
went.
of. I also literally have a sense of where she is at all times.
At no point have I tried to be stealthy about what I am doing.
Wait, will she even willingly give up pieces of the ship? Don't you, not want to share?
Well, she would have to hold on to them, but like whoever cast the teleport could still touch it
Oh, okay.
and
Well, then
use
I
it
just-
as a focus.
And I just wrote down that I keep whatever I find, not
Okay, I
necessarily.
couldn't
that I'm
remember if you were like an
willing.
extra.
Yeah, I
I
guess
just-
that's true.
Yeah, you
I
could
just-
use it for something and then make sure you get it back.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
I just have to
Mhm.
go find it again.
It's like finding it all over again, yeah.
Like a dog with one of those.
Okay, so plan is you just cast fly and then invisibility and we're good to go? Question mark?
No, featherfall and then invisibility.
Ah, okay. How
We still
fall?
have to jump.
How fast do you fall with feather fall?
You fall 60 feet around with Featherfall, and you take no damage when you hit the ground while under the effects of Featherfall. But it lasts for a minute, so it only lasts for 600 feet. And you have, and depending on where you jump, you fall at a rate of 500 feet. So, it all depends on when Shilk does the Featherfall, or whoever, if more than one person has Featherfall, and then from there getting the invisibility so that people don't see you slowly drifting down into the city.
Well, yeah. Well, we just do feather fall and then invisibility like right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I have to be able.
But
We have to be able to
if you-
touch everybody for
if
invisibility.
you do it too early, Featherfall will end, and you guys will follow the remainder.
But by then, if we've already fallen for a minute, Like, unless we're jumping from like 1,000 feet high, like if we only have to fall like an extra like 50 feet, that's not
That's
like a
the
lot
thing. Like, how high you getting up? Because
Well,
there,
again, I mean, we established we don't need to be very far away because the ship
Yeah.
won't be targeted.
right, but the closer you are to the city, the higher chances that someone notices you before you become invisible.
You know, that's also a good point, Joe.
We need to come to a decision. I'm fine with jumping from roughly 500 feet in the air. I think we know that that's a far enough distance away that they're not going to find the ship, and it's close enough with Featherfall.
Sounds good.
All right. So, as you guys start maneuvering your ship to fly up above the city, that's where we're going to end it tonight.
Whoop, whoop.
Sounds good.
Wah, wah,
So,
wah.
I will end the stream here. So thank you guys for watching on our new day, and we will catch you next Sunday.
Bye-bye.
Wah, wah, wah.